welcome to the doings, where the doings will be done in a doing sort of way. Right. First up, we're going to do the Inscryption demo, because, you know, I saw it the other day and it looked quite fascinating. But we have got multiple other demos on the cards as well. There are 2 card games, because Square Enix appears to have a card game on the sort of docket for the future. And then there's a sort of RTS one, I believe. And then there's one that's possibly going to be very strange. And then there's potentially going to be... Is that working? That is working, marvellous. Then there's potentially going to be a sort of weird TV tie-in one, which is either going to be really epic or really shit. I'm hoping kind of epic, but I'm also thinking probably shit, because I don't quite know how you make a game out of that. We might get onto it later, and all will become clear as to what I mean by that, but nonetheless, it is sort of one of those oddities. Press any button to start. I will push the button to start. Okay. So we could look in options, but everything seems to be working. Oh yeah, you sort of... Can you drag it? No, you can sort of drag it. Screen shake, yeah, it's probably fine, isn't it? Dialogue text speed, yeah. Yeah, it's probably alright as well, isn't it? It's already done all that. Nice. I'll tell you what, we'll do my usual sort of drop down. That's it. There you go, that's perfect. I don't know how pertinent or useful that's going to be, but you know. Okay, so... Interesting. I can't have a new game. I'm assuming then I just continue. Which is weird, because I've never played it before. So you would have thought it was a new game, but I'm assuming maybe because it's a demo, you come in part way, and that's why you sort of have to continue. Or maybe this is all sort of... I think it's got an overlay of psychological horror to it, which might equally be why you continue these new game. I don't know. Oh, there's eyes in the darkness. Another challenger. It has been ages. Perhaps you have forgotten how this game is played. I mean, I wouldn't consider it to be forgotten. You can't really forget what you never knew. But I suppose if you do forget it, you never knew whether you knew it in the first place. So if you do forget, you don't know that you never knew it originally. Play the squirrel card. No. Okay. Yes, I see. Okay, there's a sacrifice thing. So the squirrel... Just play a squirrel on the field. Now play your stoat. Okay. I will play my stoat. I sacrifice my squirrel to play my stoat. And at some point I will play my trap card face down. It's very much like the original Yu-Gi-Oh! If that was not obvious from the sentence I just put forth. Ring the bell. I will ring the bell. Your stoat stands unopposed. I bet it does. Right, then does the stoat do something? The number on the bottom left is its attack power. Superb. I attack your life points directly, sir. Your stoat dealt me 1 damage. I added it to the scale. You win if you tip my side all the way down. Oh, like this. But it's not yet. Your turn, sir. What are you going to do? You're going to bring forth a coyote. Your stoat stands in the way of my coyote. My coyote dealt 2 damage to your stoat. That means your stoat's health is 2 less. If a creature's health reaches 0, it dies. It is your turn again. You may draw from your deck, or you may draw a squirrel. I see. Which would you prefer me to do, game? I do feel like a squirrel would be quite useful, but because I don't know what's in the deck. Okay, a squirrel might have been better. How reckless of you. Indeed, I cannot play any cards. So does that mean I can just attack? Or do I have to play a card? Oh, I can end the turn into that. Okay, marvellous. Because you are learning, I will pass. How very gracious of you, sir. How very gracious indeed. You've drawn all the creatures from your deck. A squirrel is your only choice. Then a squirrel it is. A squirrel it shall be, sir. And now I suppose we can pop back and we can possibly get ourselves a river snapper. Oh, but the River Snapper only has 1 attack point. That seems silly. The Wolf, however, has 3 attack points. Huh? Hey, stop! Oh, fear not. The beast is sacrificed, but not removed from your deck. Its suffering was real, but you will see it again. Oh my, alarming. And now back to the bell, where I can do 3 more damage to you, sir. 3 damage dealt, 3 weights on the scale. He passes. I draw another squirrel. I place another squirrel face up on the battlefield. I ring my bell. I do 3 more damage to you. Oh, he's just put a couple of damage in a bowl. You've won this match. They won't be all so easy. No, well, I assume most people wouldn't just pass over everything. Let me recall your story. Oh, yes. What is my story? You were lost deep in the forest. A single path revealed itself. So we went down that path. 2 denizens of the forest approached you tentatively. The adder. The caustic adder. Damage from its poison bite is always lethal. Oh, and I flipped the other one as well. The undying cat. Sacrificing the poor beast does not kill it. Ooh. Ooh. I think the cat feels like it might be slightly better. Another creature joins your caravan. I have a cat in the caravan. What am I going to do? I have a cat in the caravan. And it's just had a poo. It's always that rhyme. It's always that rhyme. It's never not that rhyme. You came across an abandoned sack. You found a squirrel in a bottle. Break in case of emergency. Okay. Oh, I see. Right. And have a second. Oh, I've got 2 bottles. Okay. Another useful implement. I'll allow you to tip the scales with it. Interesting. Okay. Don't put squirrels in bottles. I feel like the answer to that is, yeah, no, you really shouldn't put squirrels in bottles. But unfortunately, it does seem that I have put squirrels in bottles. Hello there. Save the squirrel. I'm here to save the squirrels.
Hello there.
Hello there. I am Obi-Wan Skrill Fondler, and I will save all squirrels from bottles. Welcome, Mr. Bluboosh. You join us on the demo day. We're playing a load of demos, and you'll recognise this demo, of course, because you were present. Don't fondle squirrels either. Save them, but don't fondle them. Okay, fair enough. I think we can manage that. But you'll probably recognise this one as it was what Mr. Scotchbox was playing, and I wanted to have a go myself. And I've got several other demos I wanted to have a go of as well. So we shall see how far we get here, and then we shall see what other demos come forth. You were ambushed while crossing some rough terrain. Oh my. You sacrificed me while I was sleeping. It was the right play. I get it, maybe. You'll help me? I'll try help you in what? Play along for now. Okay. I didn't know my cards would talk to me. This is concerning. You may now see my moves ahead of time. Okay, and in what way does that help me? Let's have a look at the field. Okay, so stumps are just for sacrificing. There's a wolf cub at the back. Oh, I'm assuming that's what they mean by moves ahead of time, perhaps. So he's going to play a wolf cub next to my boulder. But my boulder has no real significance. So what we'll do is pop a squirrel there. And then we'll end my turn. You know you can play more than 1 card per turn, right? That's fair. Yeah, that's actually fair. That's true. I could have. But there you go. I forgot that. Mind the ambitious wolf cub. It ages swiftly. Oh, I see. So that's going to change up. Let's grab a card from my deck. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Let's put the cat down. Oh, I do need to sacrifice for the cat. Oh, in that case, I don't know if I want to do that then. I will bring out my stoat. Although the stoat, yeah, no, the stoat will work well against the bat, I think. So here we go. I like that. I like the fact that the cards kind of talk to you. Can you sacrifice boulders? You can't draw blood from a boulder. Okay, that's I like that statement, and it does make a degree of sense. And there we have it. There we have the daddy wolf is back, and a bat. Oh, the airborne bat flies over creatures to attack directly. Of course it does.
Fuck me!
I mean, I like the way they've done the flying. I was going to try and say something clever, and then I got distracted by the fact that that card is actually sort of flapping like it's flying. That is a really nice effect. I'm absolutely loving that. But welcome, Mr. Can't Sleep Must Paint. You too may recognise this if you were present last Thursday, I think, when I raided into Scotchbox. This is Inscryption, and this is a card game, horror game type weirdness. It's so far I really quite love a lot about this. There is a lot to enjoy here. Okay, so let's pop another squirrel down. So I've currently got a boulder in the way, which isn't too bad. Now I'm assuming, I don't know whether that is going to attack the bat or whether that's going to pass under the bat. Either way, it's not a great situation for me. Didn't watch too much, but it looks good. It does look good. And I'm playing it, so I sort of know it is quite good, it seems. Okay, let's get my cat on board. And then... yeah, we'll try and get a squirrel next turn, because I don't necessarily want to just sacrifice the stoat. And the stoat can attack the bat. Good. Okay, we've got slight wolf trouble at the moment, but in fairness, I can hopefully get a wolf of my own. So we will sacrifice the squirrel and the cat, but the cat does not go anywhere. So I get my own wolf, which should trounce his wolf, and the stoat is still having a go. Nice. Very nice indeed. Let's get that, because I think it's my other wolf. But it's not going to necessarily do much right now. So I think we'll just end the turn and bam. And that, I think, is all of my... oh no, not quite. Not quite all of my weights. But we'll pop a squirrel on the floor, and then we'll sacrifice the squirrel and the cat once again. Unfortunately, that wolf is going to be sort of slightly blockaded for a prolonged period, but there we go. You prevailed and trekked onwards past the now bloodied terrain. Blooded by my own hand. You meet a couple more cards, it would seem. The young wolf cub, it grows into a wolf after a single turn. If I'm not looking at the screen and just listening to you, it sounds absolutely insane. That's fairly standard stuff. The meek sparrow, an inexpensive, if feeble, flying creature. Ooh, now I like the idea of flying creatures, so I think we'll have one of them. Especially if you can bypass stuff like boulders. That would be very powerful, because you just put a bird next to a boulder and the bird just keeps going peck, peck, peck. I'll drop the squirrel on the floor and sacrifice it. Then the wolf is barricaded. Exactly. You stumbled into some strange stones in the mist. You were compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice. One that will be lost forever. No, I'm not. Oddly enough, I'm not compelled to do that. Apparently I have to be compelled to do that. Oh, I don't want to get rid of the sparrow. But technically, the cat shouldn't be able to be sacrificed. Okay. You looked upon your menagerie and selected a healthy host. Oh, okay. I'm going to put the cat in something else. Save the squirrel. Sparrows are evil. I'm not sacrificing a squirrel. I'm sacrificing a cat. Pick me. Okay. Or do I want to power... I'm assuming I'm powering up something. But powering up in what way, I do not know. But I'm considering the sparrow? You wouldn't sacrifice a cat. I would. I am. You wouldn't sacrifice a cat. You wouldn't steal a car. I feel like I'm being... No, the sparrow. The sparrow is mine. Sorry, cat. The sparrow wins. Or the sparrow has lost, and the cat wins. One of the two. A ghastly spectacle. But the soul of the cat now lives in the sparrow. About to join a work call. Disappointed. And I feel sorry for you. Oh, okay. Behold my totem. It inscribes my canine guards with the airborne sigil. Oh, that's bad. That means I've got flying wolves. You wouldn't download a cat? I might consider it. Ah, okay, that's an easier way to do it. I thought you could only use W and S, which meant slightly awkward hand positioning, but you can use the scroll key. But there's also... I'm not sure what is causing the... Bam, bam. Okay, anyway, so we're going to get an airborne bat there and an airborne coyote. I don't think I need a coyote with wings. But there you go. Well, I'm not going to be able to play anything at the moment anyway. Oh! I could break a... Yeah, I could break a squirrel bowl. Do I want to break a squirrel bowl? Go on, do you know what? I'll break a squirrel bowl. And that way, I can get 2 squirrels on the field. The noise is a bat fart. Bat fart. Bat fart. Bat fart. Bat fart. Okay, so the bat does 2 damage, the coyote does 2 damage. Which means if I put one of my monsters in its path, it would fuck me over. So I feel like the best bet, if we sacrifice my 2 squirrels and then place the wolf in a sort of open square, I feel like then, yes, I'm going to take some personal damage, but I'm not going to lose a monster this turn. I might be able to do something next time. My totem has granted my coyote the power of flight. Yes, I know, that's why I didn't put anything in its path. Well, I think I'm going to need a squirrel, because what I'm going to need to do is... What sort of stats does Miss Sparrow have? 1 damage. Okay, so Sparrow versus either one of those. Although having said that, I suppose the Sparrow might just ignore them, which would be interesting. Am I going to put myself at an impasse where the Sparrow and the Bat just fly past each other? I don't know. We're about to find out. Yes. I think the Squirrel and the Bat are going to just fly past one another. And 2 damage from victory. Oh dear. I must admit, it's not going to be useful, but if I'm going to play another monster... It did say I was 2 damage away, which means theoretically... But I don't know whether that changes because of the weights. Oh well, let's find out. Ding, 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 ding. No, it does. It changes because of the weights, which means I may have just lost. No, I did not. Okay, good. Ish, maybe. What sort of damage does the River Snapper have? He's only got 1 damage. It's not great news, but I mean, I can play it. It just won't necessarily do much for me. So we'll pop down a couple of squirrels, and then we'll pop down the River Snapper, where the River Snapper... Oh, actually, I suppose the River Snapper could possibly remove the coyote. Yes, there we go. Okay, that's not so bad. That means I take... Wow, that's looking annoyingly close. I'm going to need squirrels no matter what. But yeah, there's not a lot I can do apart from let my creatures have at it at the moment. Ding, 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 ding. God damn it. We are so close to loss and victory, I think, each time, which is problematic. Is that going to be something I can use? There we go. He's completely insane. You see that, right? No care for the rules. Pathetic, really. Enough. Only keeps me around to watch me suffer. I do quite like the fact that I do have a talking stoat now. He's just chatting away at me. Back on the board. Yeah. Okay, let's try and deal some more damage. Dink, dink, dink. Oh dear. Dink, dink. I don't know what this card is going to be. This is another wolf. I do wonder if it's going to be worthwhile, maybe... Do I have to say sorry to the stoat once again? I may have to say sorry to the sparrow as well. Oh, but the sparrow would actually stick around. Because it's now got the cat's power, I think. It's got the cat's pyjamas. Sorry, Mr. Stoat. Oh, seriously? Seriously, bruv? You're gonna do me again? Oh, you bastard. Ding, 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 ding! That's the way. We like it. Your totem was meaningless to me. Oh, yes, indeed. Impressive. You may yet survive this ordeal. Knock on wood. Shouldn't have done that. Someone downstairs might think there was actually someone at the door. Although that could possibly be the most entertaining thing in the world. So I went to the door, there's no one there. I don't know what happened. The bullfrog. The watchful bullfrog. It leaps in the way of attacking flyers. Ooh, defense against flight. Golly. Plus it's only one sacrifice. I think we're taking the bullfrog. Hello. Hello, Mr. Bullfrog. Now, I'm assuming that's rest, and that looks like it's another sacrifice stone. And I don't know if I really want to sacrifice anything, but then again, you want to probably avoid card bloat in your decks, as usual. Don't do that, Knock. Roger Rabbit might smash your wall. Interesting. Is that a thing? You came across a small group of survivors. Once they'd cleaned themselves off, you... Do you have to do that joke every time? Yes, it's obligatory. The moment the word come crops up, that joke has to be put forth. Faces shrunken from starvation, they huddled around a campfire. They looked upon your group of creatures and beckoned. Come warm one of your creatures by the fire, one said. Warm it by the fire that it will enhance its power, said another. You noticed one of the survivors wiping drool from their mouth. Okay. Am I allowed to just leave? Apparently not. Cool. Mr. Stoat, would you like to be burnt on the fire? I'm sorry, Mr. Stoat. Oh, I feel bad for the Stoat. I do feel bad for the Stoat. That's how they find him in the film. He knocks the first part, and Roger. I was going for the Roger Rabbit, and then it just turned into Roger. Roger. Smash through a wall to scream 2 bits. I see. Okay. Shall we have turtle soup? Although the turtle is probably quite a good blocker. Shall we try a wolf? Apparently it powers them up, but I'm not convinced. I did power it up. Okay, cool. The fire warmed the poor wolf, enhancing its power. One of the survivors reached toward it. Another gnashed their teeth. Without a word, you pulled the wolf away from the fire and left. Okay, so it was as legitimate as they said. It was a power-up. But I don't know if there was somewhere online it might not have been a power-up. I don't know. Okay, so the grizzly bears and a sparrow. Okay, so there's also grand furs. Am I allowed to move those grand furs? Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, that would block an airborne foe, but unfortunately I don't have any airborne foes. So it's slightly annoying that he gets to place like fancy cards immediately. But there you go. I will place a squirrel there because then the flyer will just go over it. Oh, tell a lie. What we'll do is we'll place the squirrel and then immediately place the sparrow. Should we place the sparrow there? No, because the sparrow will just die there. There, the sparrow stands a bit more of a chance. The bear that's heading my way is slightly concerning. There's a second bear coming my way and it's slightly concerning. Oh shit, we have just balanced or unbalanced those scales, something drastic. If we're going to get a wolf on the field, we could do with a squirrel. So let's put a squirrel down, and now let's sacrifice a squirrel and a sparrow, because the sparrow doesn't get sacrificed. That's the crucial element. So the grizzly is going to wipe out my wolf, unfortunately, but it will do a chunk of change beforehand, I suppose. But I feel like I'm about to lose. Depends on precisely how I lose. If I can lose. I'm assuming I can probably lose. A blocking squirrel, maybe? For now? Or shall we... Oh, I'll tell you what. We can probably do the squirrel and the sparrow combo to summon forth another grizzly. Summon forth another wolf. Which will at least get me... get rid of that grizzly bear. We do have the problem of the other grizzly bear. And there's several more sparrows. Is this designed to make me lose? Because I'm feeling like I've just lost. And I have lost. Using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Get up from the table. Okay. Fetch me the candlestick from atop the barrel beside the door. Okay. How does one do that? Okay. Ah, interesting. So I can do stuff here as well. I don't really have a code, so there's not a lot I can do there. I can look at the tiny men pictures. The tiny men pictures. I believe you wanted that candlestick, didn't you? Bring it here. What if I just... Oh. I appear to be a little bit stuck inside of this place. That would require a key. Can I light these candles? No. I can't do anything here. Oh, I can spin the globe. That didn't seem to do much for me. Hello, sir. Why'd you remain in the shadows? Oh. Ooh, what time? What time is it? 2:30. Well, there's... It's intriguing. There is a third hand. Oh, there we go. Not entirely sure what that third hand's supposed to be. Unless that's the hour. Okay, maybe that's... Yeah, hours, minutes, seconds, perhaps. I don't know, but... I suppose we could try the old... That's the one. Although there is obviously a random one in there, but... Supposedly, I think that this is the one they use if you ever buy a watch. I believe I heard the story. So back when watches had faces, an advertising executive said, set them to something along this lines. I think it's 10 to 2. Set them to 10 to 2 because it looks like a smile. And that would encourage people to buy the watch or clock or something. And it didn't quite translate the same way, but it was still taken over to when it was mostly digital things. So in like adverts and shops, I think even a digital display is still registering as 150, as in 10 to 2. I might be mistaken on that one. I can't remember where I heard that. It was possibly something along the lines of... I think it might have been Game Grumps at some point. Danny was mentioning it as part of his... I think he was a... he learnt advertising or something, but I might be mistaken. But it is an odd little story. Let me explain something to you. Ah, I've just discovered the lives thing, I think. Yes, that was one of the 2 mistakes you can make here. If you make another, I must sacrifice you. Now, where were we? Well, I was going to get my lighter out and, you know, maybe have a crack at lighting another one of those candles, but clearly I don't think that's an option. The adder, the grizzly, the monstrous grizzly, its form speaks enough of its efficacy. The raven, the conniving raven, a blight upon the skies. Ah, the grizzly is nice and powerful, but I do like the look of the raven. So I'm going to have ravens, please. Ravens in my world. A powerful item. Turn this, and I'll skip my next turn. A gust from this may lift your creatures into the air, if only for a turn. If you deem it necessary, you may cut up one of my cards with these. Choose one. I think probably cut the cards. Feeling overburdened enough with the full free items, you carried on. Okay. Looks like it's a final boss, or a sub-boss, or something nasty. Hello, there's a skull here. The trees seemed to close in around you as a chill mist descended. In the distance you could hear the clinking of metal on stone. A hobbled figure stood in your path. Oh, hee-haw, 'twas the prospector. He's put a mask on. He's a crazy motherfucker. Okay, so we're getting pack mules with a new symbol. A sprinter. At the end of the owner's turn, a card bearing this sigil will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil. I see. Interesting. So does that mean it would push the coyote? Replace the coyote? I'm unsure. But there you go. For now, I think the best bet is probably if we pop our little squirrel down. And then I think the best bet is probably get the sparrow on board. So yeah, the sparrow should be safe in that slot there, because it'll fly over the pack mule. And then we'll find out what happens to the pack mule versus the coyote. Oh, interesting. Oh, but it is going to possibly leave some cards behind, which is intriguing. Probably want a squirrel, because what we want to do is definitely place a squirrel. And then, yeah, the wolf cub even is coming forth. Let us bring forth the raven. And the raven can go... I suppose the raven would block the coyote for a couple of turns, but I don't know if it's worthwhile doing that. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Smash, smash, we got some more points. There's another coyote on the field. And the pack mule... Oh, I see, the pack mule is stuck. Okay, let's take a squirrel. And now let's put down another squirrel and then probably the bullfrog. Do we want to sacrifice us? Yeah, probably, because otherwise we'd run out of space. So I think the squirrel will have to go. And the bullfrog goes in there. The bullfrog will take care of the wolf cub. Unfortunately, not a lot else is going to happen there. Dook, dook, doosh. Ding, 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 ding. Going to take some damage. Oh no, not as much as I thought. I mean, if I get a 1 sacrifice... I did not. Okay, that's fine. Do I wish to get... Yes, maybe. Tell you what, let's go sacrifice my frog in favour of getting rid of the coyote, perhaps. Because then, theoretically, that pack mule will start moving. Or I'll win. Ah, no, okay, interesting. I hope you didn't think it would be that easy. Ah, that is why there's gold in them cards. Oh, I see. Oh, I see again. I see a third time. They've struck gold! Oh, this is alarming. I do have a squirrel in a bottle. Can I sacrifice... No, I had a feeling that was going to be the case. Alright, well, at the moment it's probably not hugely worthwhile worrying about it, because I can probably just pick up a squirrel next time. Get him! Okay, that's alarming. Yes, I think what we need to do is place... Oh, hello! Oh, that's what the bloodhound symbol means. When an opposing creature is placed opposite to an empty space, a card bearing this sigil will move to that empty space. Okay. But let's use our squirrel in a bottle. And he's back again. Back again. Tell a friend. We'll put the wolf in the way there to eat the bloodhound. Oh no! The adder is going to kill my wolf. Oh no, the adder is not necessarily. I don't know what's going to happen now, because the pack mule is in the way of the... I'll tell you what, we might just use that as a blocking squirrel on this occasion. Okay, so we almost killed the pack mule. We've kind of got ourselves into a sort of blocking squirrel situation. Which I suppose arguably we could perhaps keep doing for a moment or two. The adder is going to be an issue. Yes, I did specify the adder was going to be an issue. Kind of need to... I might have to take some damage here, which is unfortunate. But I am going to need more squirrels on the field. I suppose I could use my scissors. I could use the pliers. I'm not sure what the pliers are doing. Oh! I see. A well-earned point of damage. I didn't think you would really do it. Well, it would have helped if I'd understood what I was doing. I was pulling a tooth out. problematic and an issue, but nonetheless, yeah, especially as it didn't really fully help me there, I don't think. Especially because if I use another bloody squirrel, I just don't know what to do with my cards. I just don't know what to do with my cards. The adder is going to be a problem. Just a massive fuck-off problem. Especially because I just took a load of damage there. Oh shit, I didn't mean to take a squirrel. Okay, I think I just fucked it. I think we'll have to do some squirrel sacrifice. And then let's scissor the adder, because I don't think I'm going to get through this any other way. Not optimal to do that, especially considering the fact that I've now run out of squirrels, which is impressive. And I'm still going to have to take... Yeah, I think I fucked it. I think I fucked it long ago. Ah, bollocks. And there goes my second mistake. Ah, bollocks. Turns out, I'm not very good at card games. I know. It's not that much of a surprise. Oh, interesting. I think I'm being dragged out of the cabin. Am I about to be... Or I'm being dragged back into the cabin. A new victim. You aren't dead yet. This isn't purgatory. Though you may think of it that way. Before you expire, I must ask you a favour. Will you put the bins out? I would like a memento. I'll piss on your floor. That's a memento enough. It's quite plain at the moment, isn't it? We will work together to amend that. I want this to be the perfect memento of you. Here are some cards from your mediocre deck. We can put them to good use. Please choose a card to draw the cost from. Well, as far as I can tell, the cost is the same, so it's, yeah, two blood costs no matter what. Another I will use for power and health. Okay, so the numbers. Oh, right, I see. So that's going to be the attack and the health. So I'm thinking probably the wolf is the better option. Which basically means we're just doing wolf, 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 wolf. Extract the sigils from the sparrow. Yes, because I get 2 from the sparrow, it would seem. I never did ask your name. Don't think there's going to be enough for that. Oh, no, there was. Okay. Oh, I suppose I should have put the fang bit, but I got confused between my usernames, it would seem. I've combined the two. There is now but one final matter, the portrait. Oh my, are you ready? I mean, it's going to be impressive if they do actually get a portrait, because all of my cameras are off, but apart from that, it's all good. Creepy. Here we go again. Another challenger. Perhaps it is time. Perhaps you can understand bones. Squirrels. The opossum costs 2 bones. I see. You gain a bone when one of your creatures perishes for any reason. I see. Okay, so he's going to be playing a rattler. Lovely. So I will play a squirrel, and then I will play a stoat upon my squirrel. Ah, I've gained a bone token. From the death of your creature, you've gained a bone. You will not lose this until it is spent or the battle ends. Okay, so I need 2 bones. So for now, we'll just let the stoat do his thing. Unfortunately, the rattler's now doing its thing as well. I suppose... Sorry, Mr. Stoat, but I need a wolf. So goodbye again, Mr. Stoat. Well, that was a again? He knows. He knows. And I will bring out the opossum with my bones. Bink, bink. There we go. Marvellous. Probably a squirrel for now, and probably not worthwhile putting the thing. So if you kill an animal, you get a bone. Sounds like a kid only when I was 12. He's in prison now. I should hope he is in prison. Oh, we've got a bullfrog. Oh, I also lost my bloody wolf, which is a bit of a bastard. But there you go. We've now got a bullfrog in its place. And hopefully that bullfrog will take care of the rattler. And then we've got a little bit further there. And just a token squirrel for good luck, really. Dink, dink, bam, bam. I win. How brutal of you. You dealt me more damage than you needed to win. I have been doing so quite a lot in this one. However, in my game, such feats are rewarded. To be precise, a tooth to keep for each extra damage dealt. The trapper may be interested in your spoils. Ooh, and who, pray tell, is the trapper? I'm assuming we might meet the trapper at some point. Oh, I forgot your figurine. Get up and fetch it for me. Okay, I will do that. It's beside the safe. Yes, it is. Can I pick another figurine? No, I can't. I wonder if there will be other figurines you could possibly pick. But also, was that shaking? Yes, the safe appears to be shaking. 00... Oh, no. 007. No. Interesting. I don't know whether I'm supposed to perhaps know what the safe is. Oh, interesting. The elk and the squirrel. Porqué, what doth it mean? What doth it mean the elk is with the squirrel? And the clock is once again set to a time. I cannot do anything here. I can spin the globe once again. Oh, the squirrel with the dagger. I can fiddle with the dagger. I don't know whether I'm supposed to be clicking and dragging or... No, I don't think the squirrel wants to let go of the dagger. Let go of the squirrel, you bloody... Well, let go of the squirrel, you damn dagger. Hello. It's very pleasant seeing you in the darkness there. Oh, there's a book. A book of many things. Ah, it's a book of knowledge. I see. Yes, the bifurcated strike. Oh my. You don't want a bifurcated strike. Let us continue. Let you be on your way, dancing through the forest, gaily with abandon. The meagre coyote, but what did you expect for only 4 bones? The rattler, the nefarious rattler, in fact, a brittle creature once past its monstrous fangs. And the cockroach, the unkillable cockroach, it returns to your hand after dying. Ooh, I mean, that's not bad, but you do need 4 bones to do it. Plus, I probably do need more aggressive creatures. But I feel like the cockroach might be the one. Might be the secret weapon, is the cockroach. You know you're free to get up again, to keep your blood flowing. Sorry, I got a little bit too into it. I am no tyrant. You may stand whenever the map is unrolled. It allows me time to plan your next encounter. But do keep your hands off my possessions. But what if my hands are exclusively wanting to be in your possessions? Yeah? Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm going to touch all of your things. Look at me go. I'm touching your things. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. Oh, I thought for a split second there I'd cracked the bloody code, which would have been impressive. I don't see anything I can actually do, though, but you can't use that right now. I also can't use that right now. Oh! Hello. I can touch it. Can't do anything else with it. Spin the globe, spin the globe. Oh, hello, there's a sort of clawy handy thing. I don't know if that's any significance. I feel like I'm going to miss a secret, because there's bound to be some kind of secret little code to the chest or something that's lurking, hidden away just outside of my understanding. But for now, I'm happy to just carry on with the card game, because the card game's quite fun. Ooh, a rock may get you out of a hard place. I've got a rock in a bottle. Ooh, or I could have more pliers or flight. No, I think rock in a bottle. I have struck a rock in a bottle. Here we go again. There's a way out for both of us. It's somewhere in this foul cabin. Be silent or I'll tear you to shreds. Oh. I like... Okay, the stoat is fascinating. Stoat is genuinely fascinating. Okay, well, the first thing we need to do is, of course, our obligatory squirrel. What are you bringing out? The wolf cub. Oh, there's a spider on the table. I just shooed it away. That's disconcerting. Okay, I think sacrifice the squirrel. And you know what? We'll put the stoat in the way. This spot, you sure? I mean, reasonably. And I can't change it now, I don't think. No, I can't change it now. Sorry, mate. You're stuck there, son. Bam. But you'll take 1 damage from the wolf club. The wolf cub, even. Not the wolf club. It's an exclusive club for wolves. I don't necessarily want to play a squirrel at the moment because there's no real need to. So what we'll do is we'll have you do that. Ow, the alpha just kicked the shit out of my fella. Oh, he's got sort of like a... Oh, he's got a leader. Okay. Creatures adjacent to a card bearing this sigil gain 1 power. I don't really want him there then. But do I... Oh... I'm so sorry, Mr. Stoat. But unfortunately you're going to get killed again. Because I do need the wolf in your position. I do apologise. Oh, I see. This is now sort of... Oh, I can summon the opossum. Good. He's run out of moves, so I just sort of get to do whatever the fuck I fancy freely. Which is nice. Dink, 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 dink. Choose a card. Pick a card, any card. Any card, pick a card. The Industrious Beaver. When played, it constructs dams adjacent to it. Ooh. That's quite good. The Inviolable Beehive. When it is attacked, you will draw a bee. Oh, I like that. But there's also me. Looking healthy as always. But yes, the me card I think is going to be particularly potent because it's got the infinite sacrifice and the flight. I've already got maximum items, so what we might as well do is go over to the fire and see if we can't do something here. A group of starving survivors stood around a dying campfire. There's room for a creature around a fire, one said. The warmth will enhance its power, said another. One of the survivors said nothing at all, but could not stop licking their lips. No way. But don't you want to be more powerful? Oh, you do want to be more powerful, don't you, Mr. Stoat? Go on, Mr. Stoat, be more powerful. Yeah, the power of the Stoat was enhanced by the warmth. As one of the survivors began pulling a knife from their pocket, you withdrew. I'm assuming maybe there is a randomised thing that says you're going to get fucked over by the starving people at some point, maybe. It's difficult to know. I don't know what that symbol is, but I do know what that symbol is. So let's explore the symbol I don't recognise. Oh. Okay, so wolves move, or all dog-type ones move, I think is the idea. Okay, so let's pop a squirrel down. Pop a squirrel down, pop a squirrel down, pop a little squirrel down. Now we'll pop a bullfrog down. Yeah, why not? Go on, get that bullfrog down, yeah. Dink. And that wolf club will move. I can't say anything other than wolf club, which is inconvenient to say the least. Now, if I pop the squirrel down, I could sacrifice the wolf club for me. To get me on the field. Although I'm going to attack over the wolf club, which is... fuck's sake. I'm going to attack over the wolf cub. And now I'm going to... Oh, I also just died. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. That's not my spirit in danger at all. I'm sure. Oh, the wolf is now travelling in the opposite direction. Interesting. They just sort of wolf it along the different paths. Now, do I wish to take a load of damage or use a squirrel in a bottle? I think I'll use a squirrel in a bottle. And that way I can bring out my own wolf to counter your wolf. And it also means I've got an awfully large volume of bones to play with. So, do I dare risk the fact that... Ah, good, I did get an opossum. The opossum will be able to kill the wolf cub, which I think is going to be useful. Death to you, death to you, death to all. Are you smart or something? He usually doesn't even bother teaching about bones. Alright, here's a tip. I saw a past victim writing a passcode in the rule book. Ooh, okay, we'll have to have a look at that then. I don't necessarily want to sacrifice anything for you at the moment because I've got quite powerful cards, so you just enjoy chilling in the hand. A chilling in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Don't recognise that symbol either, but really, you know, we've got to do what the fella says. Ah, there it is. Oh, marvellous. Okay, so 273. Let's see then. 2, 7, 3. We have opened the stink bug. Oh, hello. I wasn't sure if I would ever escape that iron crypt. Is the stoat around? The stunted wolf? This madness must end. Put that away. I've also got the key. Oh, no, I've also got the key. The key to your little writing desk type of affair. It's there is a specific name for the thing. Okay, so ding? No, okay. Oh, ding? I see, okay. I'm not 100% sure what the dinghy is doing. Ah, I can move that. Interesting. 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 I don't quite... The issue we've got here is I don't quite understand the goal. Oh, okay, that was the goal. The skink! I forgot I had put that there. Very well, you may add it to your deck, and I'll deal you one every so often. Now, I can't deny that would have been hilarious if Mr. Skink Rules had turned up at that point in time and hadn't even said anything in the chat. He was just sort of sat there going, oh, I might say hello, and then just go, oh, Skink! Shat himself. How does he know? How does he know? But alas, that is a situation that will have to live in our brains, for it did not actually happen. Okay, so here we have a slightly more complex version, but at least we sort of understand the principle, I believe. So we can't move them left and right, can we? So no. We can only move them up and down. So at the moment, what have we got? Fuck all. Okay, that was unexpected. Okay, now we've got 1. You'll do it for him. Good. So maybe what we want to do is... Oh, I see. That appears to be locked in place. Aha. How very fascinating. I'm down here. Bollocks. What's quite fascinating, I don't feel like I've got that many choices when it comes to actually sort of doing stuff here. Aha. Okay, interesting. I mean, that's certainly... No, yes, that can't be done. Hey! Don't know how I did it, but it didn't. I'm genuinely not convinced I understand how I actually solved that puzzle, but there you go. Formidable creatures, those ants. Very well. I will add them to your deck and make them available for future challenges. The worker ant, and I believe the ant queen. But yeah, let's see if we can work out precisely how I did. I don't know. Oh, I see. Do I see? I don't think I see. I don't see why that being there made all that difference. But I can see the mathematics here. So 3, 1, 1 makes sense to get the 5. But why that was... Yeah, I don't quite understand why that was making a difference. Because you really wouldn't have thought it would. But, oh well, never mind. Crucial thing is, we've got some bonus cards, which is quite nice. Hello. Are you slightly annoyed that I went wandering? I mean, you did technically say I could wander, so... You were stopped along the way by a trapper looking to liquidate his pelts. There was something uncanny about his appearance, but you were quickly distracted by his wares. Care to look at my pelts? Okay, I see. A rabbit pelt. Take a pelt free of charge. See the quality? No, but... Oh, hello, 2 teeth. Oh, I see! Oh, I understand. Whoa, hello. You're leaving already. Please consider me pelts. Alright, I'll take another rabbit pelt, shall I? Yeah, I have no more teeth, so now I have to leave. Thanks for your business. The man assured you of the value of the pelts. They appear to be useless in a fight, but he mentioned that the trader further down the path would reward you for them. I see. Now that's a sacrifice, isn't it? And then that, I don't know... Oh, that's a bag for items, or the fire pit, and then onto a fight. But in fairness, it's onto a fight no matter what, but... yeah, we'll go fire pit, see what happens, I suppose. Got quite a lot of cards now. The warm light of a campfire was a welcome sight, though the 10 hungry eyes around it dampened the greeting. Warm a creature by the fire enhance its health, said one. Okay, yeah. We'll give it a go, but... Oh, pick something else! Pick something else, you damn bastard. Shall I risk me? Extra health would be delightful on me, but I get the impression they might eat me. Thoughts on this demo so far? I quite enjoy it, Mr. Scrublord Rebirthed. You rebirthed the Scrublord. One birth was not enough. You thought, no, you're sufficient Scrublord that you're going straight back up there and being rebirthed. Welcome. It's fun. It's very enjoyable. The survivors were right about the flames. They had enhanced the creature's health. Spotting a few of the survivors drooling, you made a hasty retreat with your me. With your me card. It's a fascinating one, because you get to sort of wander around the place and play card games, and I do enjoy a good card game, and this feels like quite a good card game. Simple enough to enjoy, but not, you know, not too easy. Then how did you do it? You got a plan? We have another friend here. You gotta be, I wouldn't call him a friend, but I suppose we are in deep this time. Ooh, intriguing. I like the fact that the cards are talking to you. It's quite fascinating. Concerning for your mental stability, but, yeah, fun. Okay, so the Grand Fur will block one of those birds, which is quite useful. And then maybe... Well, it doesn't actually matter where I put the squirrel. I just tend to put him where I think the plan should be putting him, so, yes. A little bit too sort of Yu-Gi-Oh! There, I think. Where I actually have to sort of put the squirrel where the next card is going to be. And you don't have to do that at all. Right, so the coyote should take care of that situation. I suppose... I think it's going to be worthwhile grabbing a squirrel right now. Unfortunately, an alpha is about to turn up. Not a lot I can do. No, I've got a pelt, but that's not going to help me in the situation I find myself in at the moment. However, those bones probably will, so let's grab another card. How many runs am I in? I believe it's considered my second? Because I did fail at the hunter, so I believe technically that was a failed run and then a second one. There's a spider on your card, a spider on your card, a creepy crawl, a spider on your card. Right, I've only got 2 bones, so do we want the stink bug, who is stinky? I must figure out... Ah, there we go, that's how you do that. Marvellous. I suppose I should have known, because that's basically how you do it all the way through, the whole sort of... yeah, you don't lose a run until you hit 0 candles. Yeah, so I think, technically speaking, this is the second run, but the whole sort of fight seemed maybe like it was pushing me towards loss, but I don't know for certain. The creature opposing a card bearing this sigil loses 1 power. Ooh. Well, that would technically render you at 0. Or I could render you back down to 1. What sort of health pool do you have? 2. So, plus the sparrow will fly straight over you, which could be useful. And then maybe, do I want to build up some more bones by sacrificing a squirrel next to the fella? It keeps my life away from damage. whilst also getting me a bone. And I could do the same thing again. I see the way this is going. I concede. You may accept my surrender, or you may finish this match the slow way. Ooh. I'll accept your surrender, I suppose. The first run has multiple attempts at forced losses to try and force your candle to go out so you can learn how the life mechanic works. I see. As I say, certainly the hunter-trapper fella, who was it? Yeah, the prospector, sorry. He felt distinctly sort of, the amount of grizzly bears he had felt quite like, you know, they were trying to get you to lose. You encountered a small outpost in the woods tended by a mysterious woman. It was the trader that the old trapper had mentioned. Her appearance was unsettling, but you were mollified by her offerings.
Do you mind if I examine those pelts of yours?
Do.
Let's start with your hair pelts. Let's see what I can offer you.
Oh, hello. A raven egg. That'll get me a raven one, I suppose. A grizzly bear. A bat. Bat might be quite useful. But then again, I suppose arguably... Oh, I can trade you any of these, so I get to choose. Elk fawn? I don't know precisely. I mean, one assumes it's going to turn into an elk, but I don't think I've seen an elk, so I'm not sure how statistically powerful an elk is. The little fella there, with his little belly out. I'll take the elk. Feels like a reasonable one. Yeah, I'll take the elk. Oh, can I have more than one? I say. So what is Waterborne? A card bearing this sigil submerges itself during its opponent's turn. While submerged, opposing creatures attack its owner directly. Okay. I don't know how much damage I wish to take. The grizzly could be useful, but it's expensive. But, you know, 4 points of damage. So you kind of realise why it's expensive. A raven egg? Shall we take a raven egg as well, Garn? Just all of the timed ones. These pelts.
The most excellent, my thanks, dearie. Oh, yes.
I don't trust those guys anymore, but I do have... Oh no, I've got one slot spare now because I used my squirrel in a bottle. Ooh, some bone tokens for a rainy night. So I can sacrifice a pig to get a bone. Or I could sacrifice my own to get a sort of a head in the game. But yeah, we'll take the little piggy in a jar, or the piggy, the jar piggy, the piggy jar. Okay, here we go again. Oh, hey! My boss battles are high-stakes test of your aptitude. With one flame, you will either overcome them or die. Fear not, I will let you keep the smoke. Interesting, okay. How fascinating. The incessant clanking reverberated between your ears. The path ahead was blocked by a grotesque figure.
It was the prospector Hehor.
I prospect by day, I prostitute by night. That's why I'm a Hehor.
Was that... Sorry, can we just check? Was that joke worth it? No. Not in the slightest bit. Okay, so, let's see. We have got the smoke. What does the smoke do? The Bone King. When a card bearing this sigil dies, 4 bones are rewarded instead of 1. I see. How interesting. I got the skink. Yes, I do have the skink. Did you get the second slider puzzle? I did. Yes. Still don't fully understand how that was a solution, but nonetheless, I did figure it out. So I'm assuming... Seems logical to just play that, but I might be wrong, and I might have made a horrible mistake, but still. I suppose arguably we could just... Oh, can I sacrifice... Oh, I can sacrifice the smoke. There you go. That's marvellous. So that would be 2 damage, so that would die immediately. Oh, wait, no, what? I'm confused. No, I think it's working. I think it's doing what I wanted to do. There we go. Tone misplay. You shut up and just do damage. Boom, boom. There we go. Superb. The pack mule is here once again. Dink, dink, dink. Now, if we take the squirrel, we can pop the squirrel there, and then we can pop the bullfrog straight down in place of the squirrel. And now, theoretically, I must admit, I should have paid more attention to the life of the coyote. I was just so very convinced. I was just, straight up going to win there, that I didn't even consider the idea that it might have been a mistake. Let's see what we could perhaps build towards. The Ant Queen! There we go. So what does this do? An ant spawner. When a card bearing this sigil is played, an ant is created in your hand. Oh, how fascinating. Okay. Well, for now, I'm quite pleased. What was this one doing? Loose tail. When a card bearing this sigil would be struck, a tail is created in its place, and a card bearing this sigil moves to the right. I can't actually do that at the moment, which is possibly concerning, but we shall see. Ooh, we've done one. There's gold. Oh, of course, he's going to just do that. Annoyance, isn't he? Yes. It's all of my cards. I should have remembered that, considering he did it the first time. We've struck gold. Well, let's start building a stock of squirrels, because I can't play anything until he starts destroying my gold supplies, which is quite annoying. Quite annoying indeed. I kind of need a second squirrel. But then I might get something that requires bones. The cockroach! Yes. Good. Right, the cockroach could probably be best used to defend against the wolf for now. Although it will require... Oh, I've just realised, yeah, as much as that's quite entertaining, the fact that it comes back to my... Oh, I do actually have a squirrel. No, I don't. Well, let's just read that again. A copy of it's created in your hand. So, yeah, they're not quite as useful as I thought. But... Oh, that's interesting. The value represented with this sigil will be equal to the number of ants that the owner has on their side of the table. Okay, so I really need, like... You'd need a full ant stratagem. And I don't really have a full ant stratagem. So, were you as unfaltering as the cockroach? I'd probably be doing better, yes. Take a chance that that's a 1 sacrifice. It is not a 1 sacrifice. Good. We do have a boulder and we do have a bone statue. I am losing again, unfortunately. And this one is just my own ineptitude, I think, I fear. I think I might need to summon that boulder to slow down proceedings. So I'll pop that boulder in front of the wolf. Bloodhound couldn't move, which is beneficial, I suppose. And then maybe stall with the cockroach for now. Although that's not the greatest of ideas because I'm still blocked substantially, but still. Do need another squirrel, but of course I'm still blocked, which means unfortunately I can't really. God damn, those gold nuggets. Ooh, they're troublesome. They are a troublesome little truck. I could stall with the cockroach once again, but that is using my bone supplies. Something drastic. But it might be worthwhile, because now the adder is going to destroy the gold nuggets. Meeting over. Meeting has been officially adjourned. Well, we're still currently playing this one, which means if the demos are still available next week, it might be demo day again next week. But we shall see. Right, I've already got 2 squirrels. We voted to sacrifice all squirrels. Ah, that seems unfair. Okay, so 2 squirrels down, and now me to the field, please. I've just realised, because I fly, it's not going to be that useful putting me anywhere specific. I'll put me next to the thing. Do you actually have any attack power whatsoever? Yeah, you do actually. So yeah, okay, let's summon that, and then we can destroy the wolf, which might be quite beneficial. Good. Okay, we're slightly back in it. Lost a bunch more there, but we're slightly back in it. Right, grab another squirrel, because then what I'm thinking... I'm wondering if maybe it would be worthwhile if we try and get the ant queen down in place of the cockroach comes back, the ant queen goes down, we now have a worker ant. It will require a sacrifice, which means that, oh, power in numbers, the ant's creed. Oh, the bloodhound. Shit. But that actually will work out in my favour. That's fine. That's not going to be a problem. Bang, bang.
Yeah, I got him! Yeehaw! There we go, I managed to work my way out of a problem. Memory card is full. Well, considering it's a computer, that's going to be one of his psychological things.
Hey there, card gamers.
Here we go. I think this might be the end of the demo now, which could be beneficial because it allows me to move on to one of my other demos. But I want this game. So well played putting the demo out because you've made me want to play it, and I suppose arguably well played Mr. Scotchbox as well, because if it weren't for him I wouldn't have known about this game. Well, that's not 100% true beyond all thing. I might have spotted it myself at some point, but nonetheless I did spot it on his first, and this was quite nice. And I do like the fact that you've got like that card where you can build your own and you get sort of like the U card. It's quite fascinating. Inscryption coming October 19th on PC. Yes.
Wow, great video.
Are you? Oh, you are just dropping out immediately. I don't necessarily like things that do that because it feels like don't piss about with my computer. Oh, I imagine so. I mean, the one I got was Flight and Infinite Sacrifice, and that felt like a hell of a thing. Which I must admit, I forgot it was Infinite Sacrifice when I could have possibly used that to get the Ant Queen. Or could I? Maybe. Yeah, I think I forgot that. But nonetheless, you know, still. Attacks 3 spaces at once and with 1/8 stats. Holy shit. Yeah, and Death Touch, insta-kills. Nice. That is a hell of a combo. I mean, as I say, I was pleased enough at my combination of having the sort of the infinite lives and flight, but that one is quite beauteous. Now, I tell you what, I will put it down to a vote as to which one I do first, owing to the fact that we've got about an hour and a half-ish left, so shouldn't be too much trouble. I don't know how long these demos are going to be. We can either do another card game or an RTS game. A 1 Tribute 7/7. Holy balls. Creates a copy in your hand when you play them. Wow. That is quite something. But I don't know, is that on my wish list? I think it's already on my wish list because I already thought, yeah, that looks good. But I'll double check. Yeah, there you go. I thought as much. I didn't really need to play the demo. I'd already sort of made my decision. I kind of went, yeah, I'm having that. I'm having that. But yeah, no, that's quite a nice one. I do like it. The style is beautiful. The art style on the cards, and as I say, the way the cards flapped is magnificent. I will just point out, I did do a flapping motion with my hand, just to let you know that I know what flapping is, but obviously you can't see that. But nonetheless, I did a flapping motion with my hand, which I know is pointless, but still. So yes, we've got another card game or an RTS game. Is it Bruce's Play Your Cards Right 1992 PC? No, it's not. But I don't know what the game is. So, you know. Oh, now see that. Where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in finding out what they are? You just have to make that gut instinct. What do I want? What do I want to see? Cards or RTSs? Oh, we've got to vote for RTS. So I think what we'll do is we'll do the RTS first, because let's go. Oh, I need to actually change the game. Oh, that's not too bad. Game. Star. Oh, Star Hips. No. That would just be a fabulous game. I just got a spoiler on Steam. Oh, yes, of course. I mean, you're going to get a... Bloody hell. Can't spell for the life of me. I don't know whether it's going to pick that up or... Oh, no, it did. Marvellous. And it picked it up as a little... I bought a ladle from Lidl once. It was very small. It was a little ladle. You know, the sad thing is, I do that a lot. My little ladle. And it became a whole thing where it was like a little ladle from little. I created a whole song to do with having lost the original little ladle. So you had to go to Lidl to get a little ladle, and then you got a little ladle. Very silly. Welcome to Starship Troopers Terran Command Demo. The demo contains 3 scenarios, including Peace of Mind. This is an early scenario that already features most of the game's key mechanics. Players will deploy the mobile infantry to defend a central outpost, which will serve as the staging point to reactivate the mining facilities and clear out all bugs nests in the surrounding areas. We know that you're looking forward to more news about the game from our side. We're looking forward to hearing what you think. Continue. Let me play the demo, please. Play an individual scenario. Okay. In this tutorial video... I don't want a video, sir. I want a thing. But still, let's see. Okay. In this tutorial video, we will take a look at the core gameplay mechanics in Starship Troopers Terran Command. How long is the video? How long is the video, game? Oh, I can just go straight in. Well, okay. I'll let you play your video if it's not too long. Hope you can play Doogie Howser. Was he one of the characters, or is that something else entirely? Because I don't fully remember the films, so I can't truly comment on details. But still,
we will take a look at how to play Peace of Mind, one of the available scenarios in the demo.
In the demo, okay.
In this scenario, you start in command of Federation troops in this outpost at the center of the map.
Yeah, that outpost looks a bit shit. It's falling apart.
Capture a series of mines vital to the Federation war effort on the planet.
Such a good design, those alien bug monsters.
Mechanics. We will use them to repel the initial attack by the bugs. As an RTS, Starship Troopers Terran Command shares the basic commands with many other games in the genre. Select units by left-clicking on them.
Yep.
You can select
move with right.
units by holding
Yeah,
the left
it's all
mouse
standard
button and
practice.
dragging a box.
Standard
You can
fare.
add units to your
Ooh.
existing selection.
It's not looking like a
if you
terribly
hold
long
down the
video,
Shift
but
key while left-clicking.
okay.
You can also
Yeah, that's
select
fairly
units
standard
by
practice as
clicking
well.
on their icons in the bottom bar of
Again,
your
fairly
screen,
standard practice.
or by pressing tab to
Are you an alien?
silence
Yes. Are you a bug?
When the unit is
Yes.
selected,
Are you a monster?
you can give
No.
orders.
We like tea parties. How dare you?
Right-click on a position to move it there. Choose the orientation of the selected units at arrival by
Ooh,
keeping the right
okay.
mouse button pressed and dragging in the direction
Okay.
you want them to face.
I
Similarly,
don't necessarily
right-click
think
on
that's
an enemy unit
overly
to attack it.
unique, but... Oh, now we're in the advanced
There are several
mechanics.
mechanics
Okay.
which set Starship Troopers Terran Command apart from other RTS games. You will need to learn them and take them into account
Why does
in
the
order to
sexual
win the
orientation
scenario.
matter? What did he... What did he say, or what did I say to suggest
The
that?
range you can see by selecting the unit. Any obstacle between the unit and its target.
Oh, was it the which way they're
fire,
facing?
though. This includes your own
I'm not convinced by that, but nonetheless, I don't know what comment. He said you could
be
change their
able to
orientation.
shoot
Okay,
each
there
other.
we go. Okay,
Just
that's the
because you
one.
can see the enemy doesn't mean that your troops can shoot it. A red icon appears underneath the overhead icon of friendly units that aren't in a position to shoot the enemy from their current position.
Okay, so if my friendlies are in the way, they can't shoot. That's not too
If a
bad.
unit is on elevated terrain, they will be able to shoot over the heads of units on lower levels.
Okay, that's
So
good.
take that
That's
into
nice.
consideration when deploying your forces.
I will try, but really, I mean, it's an RTS, isn't it?
New mobile infantry units
build a
are
load of
dispatched
people and you
from
just
the
throw them at the
Federation
enemy.
fleet in orbit and arrive
I don't
via
really know
drop
how
ship
else to
at
play an
radio
RTS.
bases. There's a limitless
I don't really know the
supply of
strategy
eager
part of an
citizens to
RTS.
meet
I
to
just
call
know the
on,
meat shield and
but you can
run.
only deploy up to your supply limit. Gain supply by securing new bases and capturing supply drops. A successful commander is rewarded with war support from the Federation. This bonus resource is used to deploy special units like machine gun turrets and to unlock new unit types by constructing
I'm all for
buildings like
real
the
time,
Post, which allows the requisition of snipers.
but strategy not so much.
All
Special
units have
abilities.
special abilities.
Oh, good.
You can find them after selecting a unit in the bottom right section of your
Okay.
interface.
Grenades,
If
nice.
you want to use an ability, just click on it. Then select its target if it needs one. Units gain experience.
And what do I do if it
as
doesn't
they
need a target?
engage the bug
I'm
menace.
assuming just click on it, but
Each level earned will increase their effectiveness, and many are able to select a new special ability once they reach
spitter
elite
bugs? That
status.
doesn't sound good. But it's interesting that this has come along at this time, because I'm sure there's plenty of others available. But I have just been having that hankering of an RTS game like this recently. So it's kind of an interesting coincidence that this has cropped up. Although I'm not sure precisely when this one is out. Because again, this is a demo for anybody unaware. This is Demos Day, where we're playing all demos. It's all demos all day. Demos, demos, demos.
Then, once the defenders are depleted, send in a squad of brave mobile infantry soldiers to collapse and seal the tunnel.
Nice. March 2022. Blimey, that was quick.
Peace of Mind is a complex mission, and any successful strategy will require the player to balance both offense and
I must admit,
defense.
that's a bit far out then.
Your goal is to clear and reconquer mines spread
I might
across
stick to the
map
original plan, which was
without
possibly to
losing
go
your
after
central base.
the Blizzardy one. Well, I haven't said that. I suppose Blizzard are sort of fuck you company at the moment. But I suppose I can't hold that against their older games, perhaps.
Engineers can be really useful for defending your perimeter. Make use of their build turret ability so you
Turret?
can free up forces and deploy them elsewhere.
I'm going to build turrets.
But bear in mind that turrets cost war
Yeah, no,
support
I'm looking
and
forward to
can
building
overheat,
turrets.
So you'll need to
I don't know what
strike a
turrets do,
balance.
but I'm sure they're going to be
Focus on clearing one
magnificent.
mine
Turrets.
after another.
Turrets.
Concentrate your
I
forces
do like me a
towards
turret.
assaults. Once you've cleared an area around a mine,
Sorry, I'm
don't forget to
ridiculing
clear
the man's
mine
voice.
itself, as well as
I
any
realise
wormholes
I leave
near
myself
mine.
open to that
Take and hold
by
radio
doing
lasers
this,
with
but
attached
nonetheless,
supply
I don't know.
depots
It's just the
in order to
American
increase
accent, I
your
know.
supply limit
It's like
to
the
deploy
Americans
more
say Eric
units.
instead of
Complete
Eric.
objectives to earn war support
They do
to
like to
deploy
miss
new
out
tech
letters,
buildings
so
and
it's
more
turrets. Turrets.
It is advisable to choose a variety of different unit types.
Oh, I
so
thought he
that
was going to
you'll
say a
be ready
variety of
face
different
a
turrets.
multitude of different situations. Be
We're nearly
aware
at the
that
end
your
of the video.
units don't fire when they're on the move, and
No,
that
that's
bug
fair.
attacks can stun and slow your soldiers.
That's not fair.
Use this knowledge to plan engagements and get the most out of your firepower.
Pre-order now. All right, mate. All right. This is the one slight issue I have with demo. Oh, are you just starting the video again? I don't want you to start the video again. Don't you start the video again? Well, number 1 is pacification. Number 2 is the whole patrol. Sorry, the whole patrol. Just get that on a T-shirt on a stag do, and you should be arrested, frankly. But nonetheless, at some point what we'll do is we'll pacify the whole patrol. That's what we need to do. Just get rid of them. But yeah, start with 1. It makes the most logical sense. The mobile infantry has arrived in strength on the desert planet Qualasha. Its ultimate objective is the pacification of the planet and to make sure the mining of vital materials proceeds without major interruptions. Don't jump right into whole patrol. No, you got to ease into the whole patrol. Several squads just have been sent out to secure the surroundings of Outpost Delta 5 and the colonist settlements in the sector. Let's play that game. Looks like it's got quite a nice art style to it.
A day that will live
Bad that
in
my
history.
mind jumped to the Paw Patrol theme. Yes, it is. Especially if you're replacing the word paw with whole. Unless they don't say it in the as lyrics, but nonetheless.
Stronger than before. To fuel this war
I don't actually know what the Paw Patrol theme is, so.
Once an isolated outpost,
But no, I don't have
this
children, so I don't
mineral-rich
have an
world
excuse to
has
watch
become a
Paw
key
Patrol.
part of
Nor do I have a
humanity's
desire to
battle
be
for
perfectly
survival.
honest, but I don't know.
But the planet's
Maybe it's
vital
good.
mining
I don't know.
industry
This
now
is
be in
the
danger
things.
after reports of bugs
You
on
don't
the
know what you don't
surface.
know. Having never
And
watched
so
it,
the mobile
I don't know anything
infantry
about it.
answers humanity's call. These brave men and women will defend Quelasha from any insect aggression.
I like the fact that they've kept that sort of slightly almost. I don't know. I don't know if it was meant to be parody in the original. I see. Paw Patrol whenever you're in trouble. So Hole Patrol whenever you're in trouble. Whenever you're in trouble, go for the Hole Patrol. Whenever you're gonna no, that's more. You're gonna get in trouble if you go on Hole Patrol. No job's too big, no job's too small. Hole Patrol. Magnificent. Oh, click to join the battle. Sorry, we could. If I'd not looked at the screen, we could have been here all day. I thought it would just load and go. Okay, sorry, I wasn't listening, Lieutenant. Oh no, I'm Lieutenant. Sorry, I really wasn't listening to you, sir. Don't be a hero. You don't need a body bag. On the bounce, yes. Let's go to the Hole Patrol on the bounce. We will be on the bounce next time we end up in the Hole Patrol. Okay, the first thing, of course, is inspect the dudes, because it's always very important to understand how they've cut corners to get lots of people on the screen at once. They're not. They don't look too bad, actually. A little bit low texture, but that's to be expected. Plus, I can't remember if I lowered the actual textures as well, so that might be... oh, okay. How do we... Ah, there we go. Okay. That's how we move the camera. You want me to go there. Combat engineers. Do you want to come with me? Snipers, do you want to come with me? Tactical officer. Radio operator. Make sure to change their orientation. I will. Whatever their original orientation, I will try and change it. But do I want to... I feel like I perhaps want to just... I'll take the snipers with me. But I feel like the rest of you... Do you want to just hang out at the base? Just to chill and sort of... be awesome. I don't think the snipers want to come with me. I don't think the snipers are with... they're not mine. Oh.
There's no such thing as a harmless bug. Splat 'em and keep moving.
Okay, I will try, but surprisingly difficult.
Advanced team located the bug hole.
Okay. Select all, move.
Position on the left flank to get clear line
I
of
don't...
fire.
I don't know if there is a select all. I'm sure he probably told me it, and I didn't pay attention in the tutorial, but as I say, I'm fairly certain the base units are not mine, so I can't actually use them. But for now, we'll just try and back up this squad by taking position there. And then we can probably throw some grenades into the mix. Oh, just toss a grenade in. That's it, son. There you go. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. And enjoy your grenades. And then we'll get you in a flanking position. And once you've had a flank, you can get on with your day. Grenades! I think I might have just grenaded my own unit, but that's fine. That's not a problem. Okay, so we want to slowly push forward. We've got one unit dealing with those guys. One unit dealing with those. Now you push forward a little bit more. There's always another bug.
Attack fighter strike incoming. Stand back.
Oh, I will.
Enjoy the
What orientation is the flank? The whole patrol love a good flank.
They don't like to get their uniforms dirty.
I encourage you too much. This is the problem.
Useful sometimes.
Oh, flyboys are always useful, I'm sure, but they have missed a bunch.
Bugs got away.
Yes, pursue the
Fully
arachnids.
the settlement.
Oh, yeah, alright. I mean, I'll try, but no guarantees, hey. Go on, lads. Whoops. They're not my lads. They're not my lads. They're not my lads. I still haven't quite gotten the hang of the camera controls. Who is Mr. Bunch? I don't know.
What operation is this?
Oh, hello. Am I going to get more units? Are these my units, or your units, or someone else's units? I don't know. Come on, keep following the bugs. Come on, lads. Run, move, 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 move. Is there a sprint button? I don't think there's a sprint button, but there is a sort of kill the bugs button. Just stop there. Stop there, otherwise you're going to run too far forward. There you go. My troopers, get in there. Go on, that's it. Now we're back to wrapping round. Ammunition stash? I don't really know if I particularly need ammunition, but what I do need to do is pay attention to the bugs that are heading my way. Come on, that's it. That's it, lads. Shoot them down. Yeah, that's what we like to see. And now you pop over there, grab some more ammunition. Do you get to troop around a starship? One would hope so with a name like Starship Troopers, but I don't think you ever do. I think you're on a starship for a little while, and then basically you're then told to follow the road into town. Okay, that's not a huge issue.
Sounds like the other company's in trouble. Let's lend them a hand.
I mean, it doesn't look like they're in trouble all that much because they're about to get assistance from a flamethrower. But you know, I'll throw my lot in. You know, I'll come on down with my little machine guns and say hello, how'd you do, and all that. And then you guys just toss a grenade in. That's it. That's what we want to see. I want to see you toss a grenade in there, and then you guys, never mind the cover, just standing out in the open. We've got enough bullets to cover everything. I do like Mr. Flaming Boys, though, the combat engineers. Can I borrow your combat engineers? Oh, yes, I can. Haha! Marvellous. That's something. There's a delightful little army inbound now. You guys deal with that ammunition stash. You guys lay down covering fire. You guys lay down covering fire from a slightly different direction. And ideally, can you? Yes, I can. Double click and you can. You can't really do much of anything at the moment, but what I'll have you do is try and sneak round and in. You guys sneak up forward. That's it. There you go. Maybe. Oh, you combat flamers can't do anything, so get round. Get round. Try and get in a position. Burn the bugs. Burn them all down. Yes. Okay, I will try to. I've got rifle troopers right next to it, so let's take this bunker. Select a unit to call reinforcements. Okay, I think I did. Or do I have to select that unit? Select unit to call for reinforcements. Is that one of the things? Ah, requested reinforcements. There we go. Oh, I sit right. Oh, what? Wait. I'm very confused. Okay, right. We use the rifle. Right, I think I understand now. It's taken me a moment or two, but I do think I understand slightly more. There we go. We can get all of our reinforcements back up. So you probably need reinforcements as well. Oh, no, apparently you don't. Unfortunately, the reinforcements it appears to be kicking the shit out of my machine, which is slightly concerning, but it's fine.
Major bug movement to your east.
Okay, things are about to get interesting.
I think the problem is the more units on the screen, the more the computers are going to struggle, I fear. I mean, you would... Oh, attack incoming. Okay. Defend the perimeter. Right. Have you go there. Have you go there. Engineers excel in choke points. Okay, good. I'll tell you what, we'll pop you there, and we'll pop you sort of roughly the same place facing the other direction, and then maybe something like that. So, I don't know if I've done this correctly or tactically, but, you know, fuck it. These two are the ones that perhaps are going to struggle, so maybe pop you there. And then maybe I want you to be a bit more... Yeah, okay. This is less than optimal. Oh no, you've got a couple of good spaces, but there is quite a lot of issue with units not being able to see. Or not being able to shoot, I suppose. It's not necessarily not being able to see, it's not being able to shoot at the enemies. Let's have a closer look at the bugs, because they are, as I say, they are one of the better and more interesting designs of aliens. I must watch Starship Troopers again. And it seems just seems an odd one to suddenly... Oh, okay, okay, I've got jittery soldiers. Jittery soldiers. This is unfortunate. I don't think I can do anything about my jittery soldiers.
New order, sir. Bug activity is
Okay.
too strong. Command is recalling you to Delta 4 base. Leave the civies and get yourself home.
That route won't be pretty. Rough terrain, lots of hidey holes for bugs. But you gotta punch through.
I will try, sir. I will try. I do remember, it's interesting, we were discussing Starship Troopers the other day, I think, which is why it was quite amusing to see this game suddenly appear. Why do games suddenly appear? Oh, Can't Sleep is off for a spot of dinner, and he's going to stay lurking. Sudene hisonde imasu. Nani? Oh, there's all sorts of oddities happening here. I don't know whether that's my machine struggling or the game being a demo. But either way, it's having a little bit of a hard time. My rifle troopers are struggling to get a target, but that's because everybody's in front of them. Combat engineers are dealing with that. You go over and deal with that. There appears to be very little of interest there. So I'm assuming what we want to do is pootle on round to this area here, perhaps. Capturing ammunition.
These colonists had guns, but they didn't have training or discipline. That's why we're alive, and they're not.
Fair enough. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I forgot to put the bins out. I need to know precisely where my units are, ideally, because otherwise the units are not going to do it. Why is there a forced escort there? Which ones? There is no forced escort. And if there was a forced escort, maybe that's just part of the military. They want their soldiers to have an escort for the evening. But yeah, I don't think there is an escort. Oh, a Ford! Too much gamer in me. The moment I saw the word escort, I thought escort mission. No, please, no, don't do a forced escort mission. No. Yes, me gamer went and saw escort and went off on one. But yes, that's the strangest Ford escort I've ever seen. But it's not bad. It does weirdly. Now it does beg the question: is this based on that Cybertruck? Had escort missions to D&D, yeah. Is this based on the Cybertruck? Or was the Cybertruck based on the cars from Starship Troopers if a car like that showed up on Starship Troopers? I do not know. Okay, oh wow, we are struggling on the FPS marker. I didn't think this one was going to... This one felt like it was going to be okay. But apparently it's not going to be okay. I could drop down the frame rate in general. Or graphics quality. Let's drop that down to medium. That might aid it slightly. But it is struggling a little bit. A little tiny bit. Where I've lost a combat engineer. Now is that... Oh no, right, I just left them behind. That's fine. Sorry, mate. I didn't see you. And so I left you behind, son. It's fine. It's fine. It'll catch up. It's not a problem. You guys just sort of poke on through. Is there a sort of... Okay, there is a stop. Okay, cool. So that's going to be quite useful. Especially when you've got multiple people.
Get behind those walls.
Okay, I will try. Whoops, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Probably want to get in there. Oh no, okay, guys. Oh no, guys, stop! Hammer time. There we go. Okay, that was not my best work. I'm not gonna lie. Is there a sort of... No. Again, not my best work. I'm sure he told me, but I can't figure out how to deselect things, which is slightly problematic. Also, the game's struggling. Yeah, I think... Oh, Jesus, the stream and the game is struggling something dramatic. Don't know why... I don't know why. But I suppose we might have to get to the end of this mission and then move on to a different game, because it is not doing well with this one, because I can see the frame counter going down dramatically, and even the game is sort of feeling a bit sort of, oh dear, I don't know if I can carry on.
Standard procedure is to keep the gate shut until there are 0 hostiles in the area.
Oh, hell. Guess you're doing this in the open. At least it'll be a target-rich environment.
Okay, well, we'll try. Survive the arachnid strike. Okay, I suppose, yeah, because... So, yeah, it's kind of... Right, lads, you do that. Lads, you do that. You might struggle with the whole patrol. I think we'll probably have to ignore the whole patrol and just get... Ideally, just get through this level, even. Or this lesson. I suppose it is a life lesson. Don't piss off the bugs. That's the crucial life lesson. Where is my other flamer unit? I got left behind and I haven't quite figured out how to get them back yet. Oh, there we go. Enter the Delta Outpost. I suppose arguably... Here we go. That's how you should really do it. Or at least something along those lines. Can you... No, I don't think so. But how do I now deselect them all? Oh shit, I think I used a... Oh, I used fire at will. Oh, I turned fire at will off. No, you happily fire at will. Nobody likes will. I think I need the flame unit to catch up. Door. Poor flame unit. He who gets left behind, they stay behind, I'm afraid. Oh, Christ, it's really not happy. Okay, let's see if one other possibility, but I don't think it's got anything to do with that. I think it is just the game is a little too much, which is, again, one of those sort of like, really, I don't think the game should be too much, because it's, I see the bugs are coming from this side. Hello, troopers. Time for you to get your asses up to the gates. Now, combat engineers, were you able to do... Oh, incendiary grenades. Ooh, fancy. You guys get up there. Oh shit, they're climbing the walls! Because arguably that is very much a thing they can do. But, guys, incendiary grenades, sir. Incendiary grenades. Regular grenades as well. Just fire all the grenades. As many grenades as you can afford. You got any more coming in from that direction? No.
Any wounded, head to the medic.
And that had actually seemed to... Wow. All I did was stop the preview of the stream, and that seems to have balanced it out slightly. But we're still... I think we'll still leave it after the first level there, because otherwise it might just kill everything. Plus, we got too distracted by Inscryption and used most of my time frame to do Inscryption, which is not unreasonable.
To protect Qualasha, its mines, and its people.
Cool. Broadcast completed. To war. Oh, I see. Have you automatically done something? You may have automatically done that. But anyway, let's pop out. I liked it. I did like it, and I have had a hankering. I have had a hankering for an FPS, an RTS. Goddamn acronyms. Absolutely loathe acronyms. But I have been having a hankering for an RTS of late. So that might scratch the itch when it comes out. But then again, by the time it comes out, I may have decided that that itch no longer exists. So let's have a go with this one. I don't know how much of this title is needed, but the Isle... let's see if just this will suffice. Oh no, it has done it! It just doesn't have a picture, which is a bit of a shame. The Isle. The voice. It's a hell of a title. Voice of Cards. The Isle of the Isle Dragon Roars. And also, one other thing I don't like about this game, I noted when I was setting it all up and sort of putting all the new bits and bits and bobs in. This one, to quit out of it, you have to go into the options, you then have to go to other, you then have to click other again in order to finally get to the quick game section, which just seems weird to me. But each to their own, video game developers, each to their own. But a nice quit on the main screen doesn't go amiss. I think maybe they could have done with making it a little bit easier to get out of the game. But again, if it's a very good game, I will forgive it. And it is Square Enix. And I don't know, you may not know this about me, but I am a sucker for Square Enix.
Or should I say evening? Morning. Morning?
It's evening now. Officially evening, sir.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Delighted to meet you.
Before we begin, there is something I must tell you. You see, my job is to draw you into this world with my voice and cards. Which is why I believe it best for you to play with the sound on.
I'll play with the sound on.
In fact, I insist on it.
Oh.
However,
I'm sorry.
as
Okay.
you can see, my voice is subtitled, so you can always read along
So-
as well.
Sir, one thing you might not know about me, sir. When you said I should play with the voice on, I was happy. You said, play with the sound on.
Welcome to
I was
Voice
fine.
and Cards.
I was fine with it. But then you insisted. And now I have to be a douchebag. I don't know why I went oddly American there. I genuinely don't know why I went douchebag. It was very much going to be dickhead, and then it just suddenly became douchebag as it rolled out the tongue. Cool.
Through a realm of sword and sorcery you will travel.
I do like
Battling
swords and sorcery.
bloodthirsty monsters as you strive to realize your ambitions.
Unfortunately, my ambitions cannot be reached.
Sweet things here.
And you are? Who might you be, sir? Yes. Who might you be? I think is, you know.
I am merely a witness to your exploits.
Well, you also seem to be the one in
Now,
control of
your
my
departure
exploits.
draws nigh. May your journey be a safe one.
I doubt it. There's probably going to be some kind of jeopardy. Oh, more cards down below. Oh, I see. This is sort of almost
This is Castle
pixel
Hodgepodge.
graphics using the
Now
cards, which is
reigns
quite
over
nice.
The kingdom from within its walls. 3 white-clad adventurers have gathered here at the Queen's summons.
Oh, the
Present
Knight,
yourselves, O faithful of the Ivory Order.
the Royal Guard. I see. Oh, I see. No, that's the Royal Guard, and 3 adventurers are here. Right, okay. That's fine. Your piece is in the middle of the screen. Use the WASD keys to move in the direction you want to move. Okay. I can do that. I've done that many a time. Move to the Queen! So tempted to say, we've left Starship Troopers. I'm not changing my orientation again. But apparently I need to move to the Queen. As you continue on your journey, your objective will change. Press the E key whenever you need a reminder of what to do next. You will see cards with glowing edges on your adventure. Step onto one to trigger an event that will move the story along. Okay, the E key. The E key. Move to the Queen. Ooh. Ooh, that's nice. Hello.
I am one of the guards charged with the castle's protection. I take not a single step from my post.
Oh, let's see if I can change that. I want to move
I
him.
am one of the guards charged with the castle's protection. None shall pass me without permission.
I assume I have permission then. Shall we just leave?
You cannot leave. Present yourself to the Queen at
you.
once.
I'll leave if I want to. Didn't I tell you about being an asshole? Let's just see. I'm so tempted. Are they gonna like? Okay, no, data, save, collection, owned. I can't get the options open now at this point, I don't think. But oh look, these are our people. Nice. Well, so far I quite like this. It's quite interesting, especially the way they've sort of
From upon
done the
her
cards
throne, the Queen
like,
guards the
as I say, like
adventurers.
pixel graphics.
So you are disciples of
Or
the
tiles, I suppose. It's not strictly speaking pixel graphics. It's tiles in a sort of 2D isometric type game of old school RPG fashion. So you're disciples of the Order. Yes, it would seem so.
The youngest of the 3 steps forward. she holds herself with well-born grace. I am Winifred of the Ivory Order, Your Majesty.
She's got a very deep voice. He could have put a bit more effort in, couldn't he?
This fellowship.
Even I do a better female voice than this
She
fella.
bows, glancing to her two companions.
And I'm sure her two companions glance at something else if she's bowing, but
In response, the stern-looking one inclines his head and brusquely names himself Berwin.
I like him. A very large axe and other things to match. No, I don't know. There's a rope which feels quite, quite good as an adventurer. But I'm also trying to identify what the other little thing is. I think my mouse is on there, so you can see roughly where I'm pointing here. It is under the chat window, but still. I don't know whether that's meant to be a dagger or I mean, it might be a full-blown sword, but I'm wondering if it's meant to be a dagger. And the old man. Headwind. Oh, I like his armour piece there. Reminds me of something from Warframe, that one. Sort of the customisable pauldrons you get in Warframe. Genuflex. I've got to admit, I've never heard of the word genuflex, which is intriguing. Oh, that's alarming. I'm sure that can't be important. But, there you go.
The Queen acknowledges the fellowship with a nod. In a soft voice, she explains her errand.
Go on now, put some effort in. Or I am going to turn the music off. See, again, mate. Again, come on, mate. Put a bit of, zhuzh in it.
Under normal circumstances,
I would entrust this to my soldiers, but I do not wish to spread thin my forces with recent monster troubles.
See, it's not difficult. I don't deny it's a shit voice, but it's still not difficult. It seems the Trouble Queen has judged she can entrust this matter to none but the Ivory Order, beloved of the people and unmatchable in battle.
It is our honor
to... Oh, it is our honor to serve you, Your Majesty.
The quest falls to the fellowship.
Maybe since this is a demo, they might be able to, I'll write to Square Enix and say, that bloke you get to do the narration. Just zhuzh him up a bit, Get him to put some effort in. What will you ask the Queen? Did you see the thief, Your Majesty? Shall there be a reward? What is the royal treasure? Ooh, slightly tempted to immediately inquire about rewards, but I feel like I'm supposed to be some kind of adventurers guild, and therefore, good and better than simply money, please. So we'll ask the pertinent question: did you see the thief?
The Queen if she knows anything about the thief.
I feel like that's a good question to start with.
The Queen says witnesses might be found at Nexton.
I must admit, if there's no choices to be made, an automatic system wouldn't go amiss as well. Like here, obviously I don't want it skipping forward, but most of this dialogue, having to click the button every single time, it's unusual that they don't have some kind of autoplay popped down in the options. It might be hidden deep inside the options. There may very well be an autoplay, but it does seem slightly unfortunate. I suppose I could skip it a little bit more easily, but at this point, like every single sentence, I have to click the button. Now, I suppose going backwards is not a terrible decision, but having an autoplay would be beneficial. Well, we're finally having to ask the question.
One would expect recompense for this sort of undertaking. As demanding a reward would go
Very
against the
strange.
tenets of the Ivory Order, you hold your tongue.
What is that on her? Been silenced. Talking quite a lot for a woman who's got like a sort of mouthpiece there. She should technically. I was doing, please will you find my stuff? It should be more like, please.
The Queen, however, has already said she will reward the Fellowship with whatever they desire.
Now, see, you've left that quite open.
It seems the royal treasure.
You don't know what I desire.
Pray tarry no longer here. I await news of your success. The Fellowship bows and takes their leave.
That means we're on holiday for a week. We're going to take our leave. Right, you know, you said you had a thief problem. Yeah, no, we're going to take our leave. We've got 1 week, and we're heading off to the Seychelles. Actually, we're heading south to Nexton. Really? I hope that's just a coincidence. But that's if it's not a coincidence, that is so just on the nose that I've left a castle, and now I'm off to the next town called Nexton. Smatterings of like just poor design choice there, I think, but I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Press the escape key to open the menu. Therefore, there you can perform various actions such as saving, changing skills or equipment. The cards you encounter on your journey will be added to your collection, which can also be found from the menu screen. Please give it a look from time to time. Time after time. Let's have a look at this menu. Owned cards. I don't really have any cards yet because I've not gathered any, but what I can do is just pop a little savey down, I suppose. Well, it's a demo, so I don't make that much difference. But yes, please save it. I do quite like the fact that all the menus are based on cards, so they've really, you know, gone all in on the card theme, and that I can respect and appreciate. Ooh, mysteries. Oh, hello. Something happening.
No time finding the treasure. Winifred strides toward town. Wait, cries Berwin, blocking Winifred's path.
How dare you? Don't get in her way.
A monster.
Oh, I don't know. He looks too cute to be a monster, but he does have a hammer.
Stand in our way? Edwin scowls at
And
the
if he has a hammer, he's going to ham me in the head. Oh, it lunges at the Fellowship. Well, do you know what? I'm just going to let him have the DVD. I don't need it. I've seen the Fellowship of the Ring. You have that DVD. You enjoy that DVD, sir. The fight is on! The fight is on! Take down all the enemies and victory shall be yours. Ooh, delicious. Right, what can you do? First, try dragging Magic Strike over to your opponent. Okay, then. I will. I drag. There we go, okay. Deal damage. What sort of damage are we going to deal? Is it 9? I don't know. That might be indifferent. No, it's 4. Okay. Ah, but he does have a shield of 4. Okay. Which is intriguing. The number in red indicates HP. When a card's HP drops to 0, it becomes incapacitated. That's something you want to avoid. A card's attack and defense. Yes, give careful consideration to your and your opponent's values before acting. Right. Generate a gem. I see. Deal attack plus free fire damage. Ooh, or pass. I think you can do the flame, please. So that's going to be 13, which means that I could just straight up flame you to death, I believe. Flame! Weak to flame. Goodbye, sir. You're dead. That does it for battle basics. The rest is up to you. Play your hand wisely. Oh, I will certainly try. Oh, he's got a little cracked crystal. Quite like that. Deal damage. Nice. Add value of roll to attack and deal bolt damage. Oh, I think downward strike is probably going to be enough, especially because that is just going to straight up finish him. Finish him. But I do like the little gemmy bits. There's a certain... I'm assuming they probably are 3D models, but there's a 3D element to those gems that are on our sort of health bars, and I think that adds a lot to the overall sort of idea of this game, I think. Because they could have done everything card, but having that little gem and having the little 3D elements around is nice.
Showing no signs of weariness from battle, Berwin silently wipes
No, well, in
the monster's
fairness,
ichor from his weapon.
he didn't take any damage and he just finished them off.
Edwin inspects the remains of their foe. The queen spoke true.
Oh,
he
did you?
mutters, his face masked in contemplation.
I didn't pay enough attention.
A grim nod at his words.
Is that your catchphrase? Yeah, pretty much. I pushed the wrong button. I didn't pay attention. That's
The treasures
basically my two
monster's
catchphrases.
behavior are connected somehow.
At some point, I'm definitely going to do a bingo thing, I think. I'll just do some kind of specialised bingo card that you can download and play along to at home. Did he make a dick joke? Yes, he did. Did he do a... Did he do a sort of... Did he push the wrong button? Yes, he did. And did he... Did he Kong? Yes, he did. Bingo!
First things first.
Let's carry on.
The Fellowship needs to gather more information.
Yes, to Nexton.
To
Oh, I
Nexton,
don't like that.
reset their sights.
Oh, I don't like Nexton. Oh, it's just like... It's horrible. Horrible that they decided to call it Nexton. Enter Nexton. Yeah, I mean, I bloody have to, but I'm not happy about it. Lucky for you, there are all sorts of establishments in town to support you on your adventure. Would you care to have them explained? Go on, then. I'll let you do some explanations. This is the inn. Rest here to recover your party's HP. I'm hoping for an in-jingle game. Square Enix, don't let me down. This is the apothecary. Here you can purchase items to restore your HP. Marvellous. The armourer. Should be a U in that word, but I suppose I have to let them off. They sell weapons and armour to give your party an edge in battle. This is the item shop. They stock handy items to use on your journey. This is the game parlour. Should be a U in that word as well. You just got to point out all the lacks of U's. Yes, I am. You. Come here to play some card games. When you're fed up with the overall card game, come here and you can play some more card games. That about sums it up. Nice. Speak to the inhabitants of Nexton to gather information on the thief who stole the royal treasure. Right, let's have a look. Okay, so there are all sorts of little people. Oh, hello. Nope. I quite like that. Nope. Nope. Not for you. Alright, let's go to the armourer's shop.
How may I help you? The proprietor inquires.
Well, let's see what you've got in your supplies. Do you have anything of interest? Okay, so... Does that automatically change? Yeah, okay, cool. Ah, I see, okay, I see. I'm understanding. Is there more stuff over there? Oh, yes, there is. Ah. Nice. I'm assuming that maybe means there's multiple of these to pick up. Okay, cool. That's their current gear, so that's not hugely interesting. It is quite odd. Now, I'm willing to accept the fact that he might use an axe later on, but currently he's got an iron sword equipped, but his portrait shows him with a dirty grey axe. You'd have thought they'd have respected that. How do I buy this stuff now? Do I not just click it? Oh, okay, I do just click it. Buy and equip it right now. Build him up, make him strong. Oh yes, that's what we want. And now, simple breastplates. No, you've already got a simple one. Steel breastplate, but that is sort of pumping you and only you up again, which I suppose is fine. I have very little choice. Well, I say that. I have plenty of choice. I could just not buy them, but I might as well purchase all of the gubbins for Berin. Berin's gubbins are now super dupes. Adventurer's attire you've already got, and the ring of protection I can't afford anyway, so let's go back here. Can we get straight to sell menu? No, I would like to sell the shit I don't need anymore, so. And by that I mean rare items you would have never seen before. This shitty iron sword. And, of course... I was going to say, how's it sold for 25G and I've got 87G from that sale? But it's calculating the total for me, which is quite nice, quite reasonable. Just confused me when it was like, you've sold it for 25 gold. You've got 87 gold for it. It's not quite what it meant. A weapon, armour and accessory cards are only effective once you've equipped them to your characters. Well, I automatically did that in the shop, sir. Make sure your party's ready for battle. I will try to do so, sir. You fulfill the necessary requirements and unlock Blacksmith's character story. Ooh. I don't know how to access that, though. I just have to speak to the people now. Oh, hello, little old Red Riding Hood. I mean, you got a dirty great knife, and you do not look like a lovely lady. You look like a fucking psycho. look like at any second now, it looks like you are going to just absolutely fucking wreck someone with that blade. Hello, dearie. Stab, stab, stab. Hello, who are you? Ah, now you look like a slightly more innocent sort of old man. Oh, he's the official town greeter, is he? Anything you want to ask him? Tell us of this place. Tell us of Nexton.
The man doesn't respond to any question except to parrot back his original greeting.
Oh, I say. Is he some kind of creepy man? You've fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked mature man's character story. Okay. Pop in here. Welcome to Nexton. Anything you want to ask him? Have you heard there was a theft?
The Fellowship asks if he's heard anything about the theft of the royal treasure. The man's eyes widen.
Oh.
He leans close to Winifred and whispers.
I bet he
something in
does.
her ear.
I bet we don't want to know what either.
Welcome to Nexton.
Okay. Yep, we got another creepy one. So we've got a psycho with a blade and a creepy old man. This is a good start. Oh, and Han Solo. Fantasy Han Solo.
The opportunity to purchase equipment and curatives while you are in town.
Why, I've already purchased some equipment. The average man's character story. Okay, cool. Oh, another psycho old woman.
Woman sits hunched over
I've
by
met
the
your
side of
twin
the road.
sister.
Upon catching sight of the Fellowship, she calls out for their aid. She's sprained her ankle and needs you to take her to the nearby apothecary.
Oh, well, we can probably do that. Oh, I was going to say Berin could have probably picked her up,
Winifred
but
rushes to her and helps her out.
fair dues. I like... It's intriguing to see the chemicals strapped to her neck.
The Fellowship sets
It's a very
out in
weird
search of an
character
apothecary.
design, though, isn't it? Because there's a little bit of nun in there, with the sort of collar. And then in this part of the outfit, there is none. and then sort of like the vials. So it's this weird sort of religious science-y, half-nude woman. But standard fare with fantasy female characters. Whether it should be or not is another question. But at the moment, we're just assessing the design put forth in front of my eyes. And in fairness, I personally think that was a quality nun word gag there. But that's for other people to judge, really, isn't it? But I quite liked it. You can jump over to upward-facing terrain cards. I see. Use the arrow keys to choose the direction you want to jump, then press the enter key. Try jumping to the apothecary. Okay, I think, maybe. Arrow keys? Alright, I see. And then jump. Okay, no, that was not the jump. Can I do... Hey, there we go. We're in the apothecary. Although I must admit, I could have just walked. That would have been fine enough.
At the apothecary.
I do. I click the button, so I would hope I'd arrive. Ooh, that was a oddly recognisable little song
After
thing.
taking a curative, the
Little
woman
noise.
begins hopping up and down. Nothing holds a candle to Ivory Order medicine.
I think I've just been sort of conned, haven't I?
She turns to the Fellowship, her eyes widening in surprise. You three. It seems she's only now realized the Fellowship are disciples of the Ivory Order. The woman takes each of their hands in turn, thanking them for their service.
Not a problem.
The Ivory Order is famous for
I was heading in this
providing
direction
medical
anyway.
supplies throughout the realm, and indeed the wider world.
Oh, I see. We're famous
Every
for other
smile
reasons.
the
Cool.
Order brings to someone's face makes Winifred proud to be a disciple.
Nice. Glad to hear it. Oh, the old woman just sods off. That's lovely. You've fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Mature Woman's Flip Side Story. You can read special stories about the characters and enemies among your collected cards. Progress through the adventure and defeat the myriad enemies in your path to collect every special story. View your collection. Yeah, go on, might as well. Have a look, see what's there. What's what? Okay, what we got? The main party, collection... Oh, right, I see. Collection characters, I suppose, is where most of these are from. There's the bloke. Bloke. Not a day passed that he didn't wear his hair or arrange his clothes just the way she liked. She was the prettiest girl in the village. And one day, he was sure she'd notice him. Flip it over? I don't think we've got a flip, have we? Oh, no, there we go. You can look forward to the backs of these cards and the whole story in the retail version of the game. Fair enough. But apparently I did unlock the woman's So theoretically, every morning she wakes up early to get breakfast ready, and every morning she has to take her husband's abuse. There's only so much a woman can stomach until she stabs him in the face. Oh, I see. I'm not even allowed to see the one that I apparently unlocked. That's fine. That's fine. So when you offered for me to view the collection, what you meant was, don't bother viewing the collection because you're not allowed to actually view the collection you've collected. You're being a bit more sassy about this game, aren't you? Yeah. It's doing a lot of things I don't like. But I do quite like the game. I realise that makes no sense. But the overall game I quite like. It's just a lot of the demo elements I'm not enjoying too much. And there is certain elements lacking. As I say, an auto thing wouldn't go amiss.
A good look at their face, but says they were nothing but skin and bone. The Fellowship thanks the man for the useful information.
And I know it would possibly be quite a lot to get a lot of art assets, but I don't know. There's already sort of quite a lot of repeated, you know, this witness is the same as the young man and the two old women we've seen twice over. And there's part of me thinking maybe they could have done a few more art assets, but again, I'm perhaps being a bit too picky.
I know there's nothing to worry about with disciples of the Order here, she says.
Well, I mean, in fairness, we don't know for certain we are disciples of the Order. Because,
upon asking,
obviously, you know, we may be dressed in white, but anybody can dress in white, really.
A strange creature, she says. Nothing but bones, and it clutched a bottle of medicine as if its life depended on it.
Well, maybe it did. With a little more information, the thief is as good as caught. Okay, cool. You've fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked woman's character story. Lovely. The character story of the woman. Oh, hello, the little boy.
Apparently, there's a monster lurking around the outskirts of town stealing medicine, and only medicine. Rumors claim the monster fled to the west.
Okay, well, we can go to the west.
Thanks to the information gleaned from the townsfolk, the Fellowship is all but certain of who has stolen the royal treasure.
Some kind of monster that's heading to the west.
Description of the treasure. A small bottle containing a certain liquid.
How very sort of
the bony figure seen fleeing
obfuscated
the
what we're actually grabbing. I'm assuming maybe that's going to become the story, perhaps? I don't know.
From all that information, the Fellowship distills the thief's true identity.
Who done it? Skeleton monster fleeing west. That's not.
Realization strikes.
That wasn't difficult.
I know who our thief is. The monster made of bones, Hedwin interjects. The one that fled west.
Yes.
Berwin nods in agreement, as if to say,
I nod in agreement as well.
Pronouncement from the great and wise Hedwin. Winifred clears her throat, proclaims that the Fellowship shall head west, out of town, and walks off.
Good. We're going to head in the right direction to do the thing we're supposed to do. Cool. Good conversation, guys. Good conversation. We are allowed to leave. And I've unlocked the man's character story. And let's have a go in the inn.
You make your way to the inn, where you're greeted with a hearty hello by the owner. You're from the Ivory Order, aren't you? Thanks to a royal decree, you're allowed to stay the night for free.
Sweet.
And you're not about to refuse such hospitality.
Absolutely not. But I'm going to be very disappointed if there's not a good... Tolerable. There's at least one there. It's not quite as iconic as some of the others I've heard, but nonetheless, it pleases me that it exists. And that's good. That's good to know. The game parlour. I suppose we might as well investigate the game parlour.
Boy accosts the Fellowship. Want to play a game with me?
Again, bit of effort on making it sound like a child. Want to play a game with me, Governor? See, it's not difficult.
Parlor, you can play cards. The child rambles on, wheedling you. I'll give you this if you play with me.
Maybe don't say that to any old soul that comes into your shop. Yeah, go on. I will play a basic game over... I'll learn the rules over the basic game. That's fine. Unless it's the same as general battle, but we'll see. Loading the game parlor. Doodly-doo-doo-doo. The goal is to use your cards to get more points than other players. Okay. You get points by arranging your cards into sets of matching cards or consecutive straights. Try making a set. Okay. I'll try. Are we talking poker here, or? I'm assuming it's a unique variation, if it is anything to do with it, but nonetheless. When the game starts, each player is dealt their hand, one card at a time. So I've got a 2 of mushrooms, and he's got an ace of slimes. Winifred's turn. Then everyone takes their actions in turn order. You're up first. Okay. And what are my actions? Draw 2 cards from the deck. Okay. I've got another 2 of mushrooms. Now you have 3 cards in your hand. Select 2 that have the same number. Okay, I have the 2 of mushrooms, and I have the second 2 of mushrooms. This set is worth 4 points. Make a set with the selected cards. Yes, I will. And in fairness, they are actually the 2s of gloopy mushrooms, aren't they? When you make a set, you earn points equal to the sum of the numbers of the cards. Good. Okay. From any cards left over, you can choose 1 to remain in your hand. This is the end of your turn. Next, I'll act for the other player. Okie dokie. Well, you have just drawn the 3 of sheepies and the 4 of goblins. Don't have any cards that can make a set. When that happens, you have to discard all but 1 card from your hand. Discard until you have 1 card left in your hand. Discarded cards will be moved to the pot, where I'm assuming I can grab things from the pot. It's your next turn, but let me take this opportunity to explain the play screen. This is your player card. That's where you can see how many points you have indeed. Yes, I have 4 points. The sets you've made are here. You can have up to 3 sets at one time. That's the card I have left in my hand. The pot is at the top. Any player can use these cards when making a set. So I can. The cards remaining in the deck is shown. When this reaches 0, the game is over. And that's the play screen. Let's return to the game. I believe it was your turn. And it's my go to draw. Draw 2 cards from the deck. A 4 of goblins and an ace of slimes. Try making a set from the cards in the pot and what's in your hand. You can make a set with up to 3 cards of the same. You have 3 aces of slime, so try making a set. Bang-a-diggity-boo. This is worth 3 points. Do you submit it? I do. 3. The aces of skull slime. That's it for your turn. I see. I feel like I've blocked an opportunity on my game board. He's now got a double pair of goblins. They are worth 8 points. That sucks. I don't like that fact. But I've got 7 points, so I suppose I'll have to be pleased enough with this. I do not have any of those. By the way, you can also make sets from consecutive numbers. Oh, marvellous. But you can only make 1 set per turn. You can make a 2-card set with the 3s, or a 3-card set with the 2, 3, 4. Make whichever you prefer. But if my understanding is correct, if I'm getting the points shown on the cards, if I do a 2 set with the 3s, that's going to be 6 points. Whereas if I do a 2, 3, 4, that's going to be 9 points. Don't know if I'm understanding this correctly. I am. It's worth 9 points, so it's well bar. But I suppose it does use all of the cards in my hand, which I don't know whether that's going to be good or not. Remember what I told you about sets? You can make sets from 2 or 3 cards of the same number, or from 3 consecutively numbered cards. But you can only make 1 set per turn. And you can only have up to 3 sets at a time. When you make a 4th set, you'll have to discard one of the sets you already have. Oh, I see. Interesting. Draw 2 cards from the deck. What have you got? Bugger all. Oh, wait, no. In fact, yeah, it's 2, 3, 4. I did not see that option, no. And he gets to keep his ace of slimes. Oh, Winifred's turn. What she got? I do not know. Come forth and draw 2 cards. What will they be? The 3 of sheepies. Okay, this is the last turn. Last but not least, let me explain the menu screen. Bring up the escape menu where they can look at the rulebook or decide to get abandon the game. No, well, I might as well carry on the game. Complete a set of 2 to 3 cards with the same number from your hand or the pot, 3 consecutive numbers. Well, I can't do anything other than the 3 sheepies. So 6 points of sheep, please. Or dogs, dog sheep, deeps. You can only have 3 sets. Choose one to get rid of. Okay, well, that's worth 6 points. These guys are only... No, these guys are only worth 3 points, aren't they? Yeah. So I think that's technically better. Now then, who is our winner? I don't know. It depends on how many points he got. Oh. Oh no, coming in at number 2. Marvellous. 19 points for Winifred. Lovely. Good. I win. That pleases me. Odd little game. Will you play cards? Did I suppose, as that was the tutorial, we'll play an official game where I'm not being sort of... Select the rules for this game. The rules I just learnt. Fuck's sake. I think it just means that you can get different card options, perhaps. Yeah. Okay, begin the game. That's fine. I think we're okay. I think it's going to be the same game we just learnt. But if it's not, that's going to be a right shitter, isn't it? I've taught you some rules. What rules do you want to play? Well, we're not playing the rules you just learnt. Let's see who's going to go first. I don't know how that's decided. Random? Random, that's fair. The game parlour will go first. The game begins. Okay, so he's got the 8 of lightning dogs, or smoky wisp dogs. Well, he's now got the 16 of wispy smoky dogs. Cool. Thanks, game. Thanks for diddling me right away. Always appreciate an immediate diddling. Come on, give me 2 sort of 8s as well. Because otherwise I'll definitely know you're diddling me. Okay, I'm definitely knowing you're diddling me. That's fine. Oh no, you don't have any cards. Discard until you have 1 card. Well, he did actually have a skeletons. See all. Yes, he had a skeletons, so I don't want to discard a skeleton because, although having said that, if he gets a 4, he's going to have 4, 5, 6, which is going to be even more problematic. He did not, but he does get that set. Cool. That's good. That's good. I'm feeling diddled. I'm feeling distinctly diddled again. Distinctly diddled indeed. Can I get a 6, please, game? Do you want to give me a 6? Give me a 6. How about a 6? Do you want to give me a 6? 2 aces. 2, you fucking absolute arseholes. Great. How many points does he have? 20 odd already. I've managed to get 2. 28 points versus my 2. And suddenly I remember why I hate card games. But this feels like the game is just absolutely diddling me. Because this is silliness. Silliness. How many points he's got compared to me. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, I'll have 10 points. Absolutely pathetic. I don't think there's actually... I don't necessarily really think there's an available amount of cards that I could possess. Oh, I've just given him 2, 3, 4 as well. Fuck's sake. Ooh, this one. This little card game. I'm not enjoying this at all. He is going to have to discard some if he wants to keep it, though, isn't he? Which I'm assuming, yeah, he discarded that one because it's lower than any of the others. But yeah, he's got a pair of 8s, a pair of 6s, and a pair of 7s. How is that reasonable? Spoiler, it's not. It's not reasonable. Oh no! Oh, you can't make a pairing. Of course I can't make a pairing. You're fucking screwing me beyond belief. I'll keep the 8 on hand, I suppose. Diddly-dee, diddly-dum. Although I've given him 2, 3, 4, which is good. Oh, he's already got 2, 3, 4. He has got every combo you could ever want. And that is still a combo that is shitter than any of the other combos he's already got. Oh no, tell a lie, he's apparently decided to keep that one. What? What are you doing, you insane little shit? Why did you get rid of the high grade combo in order to not have the high grade combo anymore? 4, 5, 6 I suppose would work quite nicely. Finally get a decent, tolerable amount of points on the field. Right. We may be getting up somewhere. Because he's basically capped out early, whereas I suppose I've got a little bit of chance to develop a touch more. What's they putting in the pot? Lots of stuff I could do with a 6 game. Are you willing to let me? No, but I am going to get an 8, so that's something, I suppose. Although, yeah, no, I wouldn't want to risk it. I think the 16 points from the 8 is definitely worthwhile, and we'll be ditching the 2 aces of slime, considering the 2 aces of slime are shit. Get rid of the aces. Hello, Mr. Man. I'm now currently technically winning, I think. 6 points. You'd be mad to trade those with anything else. No, there you go. Yes, technically I am winning, which is weird because he did have 42 points and he gave up several points for the sake of those 42. So what we'll do is we'll have those double 7s for 14 points. Now we may have to do some calculations. No, the 2 5s is worse, so we shall ditch the 2 5s in favour of keeping my double 7s. Because now, of course, I have... I'll put the 4 down there, because then it might make it slightly more awkward for him to get a triple. Yes, I think it did, in fairness. But then again, he got 4, 5, 6, because I put the 4 down, so... Yes. Well, he's not going to stay at 54 points, so that's not too bad. That's the game. Now then, who is our winner? Well, it's me, somehow. He shot his load early, then fluffed it up by getting rid of one of his high power combos, and then I came back with some high value combos of my own. It's a weird game. Weird game I'm not so sure about. But that's fine.
For playing, the boy squeals.
He hands over the medicine bottle as promised. Super. My cure target of curse, the Dispeller. I am the Dispeller. Ooh, skill effects now, is it? Interesting. You can select the multiplayer game parlour from the title screen. Lovely. Oh, you've fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlock game parlour receptions codicy. Leave the area. Yes, please. I said yes, please. God damn it. I think the sort of double press a lot of things is slightly annoying as well. While exploring the world and diving deep into dungeons, you will encounter enemies with which you must do battle. Your adventure will be over if everyone in your battle is KO'd. Should your journey meet an unfortunate end, you can continue from the last save point, so it is in your interest to save often. Select data to save. I'll do it again. Even though it's not hugely necessary, I will nonetheless do a little save. A cheeky little save. A cheeky little save. And the cheekiest of all the saves. Let's see. Let's walk around. Walk through the forests. An enemy appears. Good. I was kind of wanting another enemy because, yeah, you know, that's the whole gameplay. Let's try and get some awesome things in here. Ooh, these are gems you'll need to spend them to use certain skills. You gain a gem whenever you take an action, and you can store up to 10 at one time. Ooh, nice. I see. I think I understand. I was just about to say I've got the white heal that seems to have that icon. This icon indicates how many gems a skill costs. You can't use the skill if you don't have enough gems. Oh dear. Oh my. Restore 15 HP. I don't need to, so just magical strike. They're both exactly the same target, so we're going to be doing, what, 5 damage to either or? It's just the first one, I suppose. Oh, hello. What's this? I don't know. No buffs, no ailments. This is an orc child. I don't know how I turned the guard over. I think I just clicked it, and it turned it right over. Generate 1 gem, or use your flames. Your flame does require the use of 1 gem. Can you kill one of these in a single shot? Not the full health one, I don't think. 13 minus 4 is not 12. But you can just eradicate the 7 health one. That'll do nicely. A critical burn. I burned you.
That was lucky.
Critical. Some of your elements, some of your attacks even, are elemental in nature. The 6 elements are fire, water, bolt, wind, light, and darkness. Zephyr and flame. Cards take more damage from elements they are weak to, and less damage from elements they are resistant against. Knowing your enemy's weaknesses and strengths will help you choose which skills to wield to your advantage. I don't necessarily know how I find that out. Do I just have to remember it? Or can I... No, I don't think it appears on the back of the card there, but nonetheless. So Lightning Strike, I could do that. Have I go with Lightning Strike? Well, having said that, yeah, no, might as well. Because that will probably guarantee a kill shot. Use my gem and come on, high die. Yeah, good enough. I think I'm fairly certain it's good enough. Cannot say that with absolute certainty. But I was doing 11 damage based exclusively on my standard attack strength. So you gotta look at that and go, yeah, you're gonna be fine. Winifred leveled up. Super. Oh, she's got the white light. Deal attack plus 10 light damage. Berin leveled up. Headwind leveled up and he got Zephyr. He's gonna fly away. Oh my Zephyr. I feel it more than ever. When you're low on HP, open the menu and select Owned Cards to use a recovery item or take a rest at an inn in town. View your cards. No, not this time, because I didn't really take much damage, so it doesn't really make much difference to me. An enemy appears. Good. Again, this is sort of... I want more battles. I want to enjoy this battle scene, because I quite like it. I like the sort of gem container and everything else. Oh, she gets white light immediately. Oh, interesting. But it does require 2 gems. I don't necessarily think we want to do that. I can't kill it in one, more's the pity. Well, I probably could if I did that, couldn't I? But again, I don't necessarily want to spend 2 gems because I know Headwind will require a gem. To use his little flames, add value of roll to attack and wind damage. Well, I'm fairly certain the sheepy was weak to flame, was it not? Yeah, it was. I knew it was, I remembered. 16! My word, sir, you've got a lot of attack. You can just kill that instantly with your little strike. There you go, you slash that like a good one. I like the way it explodes. Again, a lot of my likes and dislikes comes down to the art style and the graphics and the animations, and I like it. Oh, chests, please pick one. That one. Come on, something good. Okay, so I lost out, I'm assuming I lost out on the salve and the quality salve, and I got an antidote instead, which, not gonna lie, a bit disappointing. Would have perhaps preferred quality salves. Treasure chest, super, let's have a go on this. Treasure chest found. Another antidote. Well, that does indicate there might be some kind of poisonous creature here at some point, but I cannot guarantee this fact. Diddly-doo. Diddly-diddly-dee. An event! Ooh.
A monster appears to be in pain. Seems the poor thing's been poisoned.
And lo and behold, I've just been given a shed load of antidotes.
By administering some antidote.
I feel like it's probably going to attack me immediately if I do so, but I'm going to try helping the poor thing. There you go. I'm going to cure you of your deadly poison.
You take pity on the creature and administer some antidote.
Are you going to be a bitch about it, or are you going to be pleasant?
Once more, it gets up and makes its way to who knows where. Every so often, you catch it looking back at you. But before long, it's out of sight.
Wow. Now, is that going to be one of those things that comes back to roost nicely? Or is it going to be an absolute arse? Is this going to be the monster? Oh no, there we go. Hello.
Westward, only to be unnerved by the sight of a human figure moving through the trees. The presence of large packs suggests a traveler.
Well, we just helped. We literally just cured a monster of poison, and we're slightly unnerved by a man. Hot, is it not? If in doubt, talk about the weather.
Bears down hard upon us this day, Winifred says, approaching him. The traveler lets out a chuckle. Indeed, I've just been swimming in the sea to the west. Then perhaps he's heading east.
I mean,
I beg your pardon.
did we not?
Did you catch sight of a monster?
Did we not sort of cross paths?
Winifred
Therefore, it does
inquired.
suggest he's heading east.
He gives her a puzzled look. There's nothing out there but the sea, he says. That and a cave full of monsters on the opposite shore.
That's probably the cave we want.
You might find your quarry there.
Thanks, buddy.
The fellowship exchange glances and nod as if to say, then that is where we shall go. Alas, they will need a boat to cross the sea.
And where would one get a boat?
Suggests
Is it going to be
the fellowship
Boaton?
speak to the fisherman on the western shore.
Oh, yeah.
And takes his leave.
Being a bit arsey there. All because they named one town Nexton. Although now, of course, it's Previuston. Just going to carry on following the road. Although, having said that, the road now feels like it's going the wrong way. Because I want to go to the western shores. And it's now going north, but still.
It seems primed to explode.
Okay. Roll the dice to see what it becomes after it explodes. Okay, cool. I don't think I want to. Can we not? Oh, that seems like a bad thing. Yeah.
The
Oh no.
bizarre rock
Okay.
transformed into a treasure rock.
That's good. A protectorant. Nice. Add 5 to target's defense for 3 turns. Lovely, jubbly. So let's see. Now, do we think just go to the western shore? I do feel obliged to explore everything, but I also feel not quite as obliged. Plus, I'm probably going to finish in a moment or so.
But it's behaving quite strangely.
Is it the one I healed?
It hesitates, lurching toward you, then away, unsure of every
Yeah, I think it's the one I healed.
Finally, it tosses a fish at your feet and flees.
Thanks, buddy.
Was that the monster you
I
helped
think so,
earlier,
yeah.
coming back to say thanks? You'd like to think so.
Oh, yes, I would like to.
It's a meal of the fish.
I hadn't read the card when I said it earlier. But yeah, now we got a fish. Sweet. A fish found in most oceans, both delicious and medicinal. A feisty fish. All party members recovered 20 HP. Super. We didn't need it, but, you know, it's nice. It was a nice thought. A treasure chest found. A revived target. An Inspirelixir. Delightful. Can I traverse these mountains? No. I got the bloop of no. Oh, I got the bloop of no again. But that's because I don't know. Oh, there we go. Okay,
Let's
that'll
not
do.
go there just yet.
Oh, I see.
Haven't quite
Okay.
finished the story for that section, you see.
It's fine, I suppose. But I will go down here. Oh, there's the ship. And the half-naked man. Okay, cool. Fine. We'll explore the half-naked man. My word.
Close by, a fisherman of exquisite physique.
And he's not afraid to show it.
Out of the water.
I suppose if you were built like that,
Rippling.
you wouldn't be afraid to show it either.
This is no time for lustful reverie. Winifred races to his side and asks that he give the fellowship safe passage aboard the ship. That vessel is cursed, the fisherman mutters, trembling.
Cursed, you say?
Night after night, it leaves port without a soul aboard, headed I know not where. Come morning, it is once again anchored here. This, to the fisherman's mind, is the result of a curse.
Yeah, I think that's probably just a bloke who's
With but
using a boat,
dispeller,
surely.
I am certain I could lift it and sail away.
Do I have a dispeller? Oh, yeah, I do have a dispeller. I got it from the game shop, didn't I? Yeah. There you go.
Winifred hands the despairing fisherman a dispeller and asks again for safe passage to the cave beyond the sea.
Cool.
The fisherman snatches up the concoction, so delighted that his pectoral muscles begin twitching. The fellowship politely ignores this fact.
I'm not surprised. I don't think anybody needed that.
Proceeds to douse the ship.
The monsters that await you in the cave are most formidable. Speak with the fisherman when you are ready to depart. Well, I must admit, what one might do, speak to the fisherman to make your way to the cave. I might finish. Oh, okay. Yep, unlock the Muscle Man's character story. I don't think there's much story behind the Muscle Man, is there? Surely. Man had muscles. I must admit, it feels like it might be easy to use the mouse to click on each target because I can't quite seem to figure out. You'd have thought just using like W and D would get you the diagonal, but it doesn't seem to. Not as much as I would like it to anyway. Oh, hello, what's this? Select items with the R key. Make sure to use items when you need them. While carrying many items, press N or M to scroll. Okay. I don't necessarily need to do that at the moment, though. Again, sort of scuppers my mage, so I think just use your magic strike is the more efficient use of your gems at this point. Granted, he could use his contemplation. So fire damage. Do we think they're weak to fire? No, not really. So E card details. Okay, that is that. Just the back of the card. That's fine. I feel like that's going to be more efficient use of stuff, because I suppose arguably it's not. Oh, it's also now the same. But you never know, they might be weak to wind. I don't know this for a fact. Oh, they are weak to wind. Good. A critical weakness.
Nice
Superb.
work.
I know, thank you. Thank you, sir. I felt it was good work. Oh. Unfortunately, it didn't stop Headwind taking 3 damage, but, you know. Can't always get these things. Can you... yeah, I need a 1, I believe. So, guaranteed death. There you go, that's the ticket. I wasn't entirely sure if he could just do it in one shot, but he needed at least 1 more piece of damage to match the health bar. A good warrior wastes no time. Well, I'm not a good warrior then, because I waste a lot of time. Headwind leveled up. Super. Surprised they don't all level up at the same time, of course. Seems weird to me that they don't, but what we'll do is we'll clear out some of this, some of these extra bits. Whee! So yeah, the mouse navigation seems vastly superior. We'll deal with this enemy, then I'll probably pop it away, and then we've got, hopefully, assuming they don't just disappear, which is plausible, we might have a couple of demos for next week. Do you know what? Let's just have a look at the white lights graphic, essentially. I mean, it's not exactly going to have broken any expectations. It was a bright light from the white light. But, you know, still nice to see these things. We like to see all that's available. Winifred leveled up, and Bewin now leveled up, and he's got the full swing. He's going to give himself a full swing. It does require a gem, though, which is fair enough. And now we'll get to the bullet. I don't know, is the bullet going to be like a perilous dungeon lies ahead? Adventurers are advised to be at least level 7 before entering.
Are you ready to set
Probably
sail
not,
for the
because I
cave?
don't...
The fisherman asks. All right then.
Hey, I'm going to put it away now as well.
When you're
But
ready, he says
that's fine. I'm curious, what level are we? Did we start at higher than 1? Yes, we did, because we've only gained a couple of levels and we're already level 7. Anyway, as I say, I think we think that's going to be it for today. It would almost be a shame if that is the end of the demo on the boat, but we shall see. Maybe I'll carry this one on as well next time. Oh yeah, this is the... Now I don't know how to get out of this game. X for options. Then into other. So this is a palaver that is unnecessary. The quick game is just hidden behind too many screens. It just feels sort of weird and annoying that it would do that. It's kind of like, must you do silly things? So anyway, what have we learnt? We learnt that Inscryption is fucking fantastic, that one. Fantastic. Starship Troopers, I think, looks like it's a solid game. Just it didn't work very well. It competed too much, I fear, with the stream, unfortunately. So I'd either need to figure out a sort of better way of running it, or not stream it, of course. You learn about his orientation, yes. And then we played Voice of Cards, where we sort of... I like the concept. I like the ideas. Just some of the execution is a little bit lacking. Now it's intriguing because it looks like there's multiple other groups of characters potentially, which I don't know, or maybe just multiple new, different characters. Because certainly from the screenshots they've got here, there's more than just those trio of white individuals. Because there's a black magic using witch looking character. And possibly she might be called Ash, or he might be called Ash. I could not tell you. And there's sort of like a happy hippo-looking thing, maybe. I say hippo. Oh no, I don't. No, I'm mistaking. I think the goggles are on top of the head, and the eyes are just dots. As I say, not helpful the fact that I'm not showing you what I'm talking about, but nonetheless, it's just the screenshots for the Isle of, the Voice of the Cards, Isle of Dragon Roars store page. But I do feel like I like the game. Just as I say, like the voiceover, I definitely feel like. Now unfortunately, I don't think Mr. Blueboosh, being possibly the only person remaining, I don't think you were around when we were playing Shadow Hearts. But for those who were around when we were playing Shadow Hearts, you may remember the immensely awesome monologue from the woman who tells you the story of Lily, where she actually ended up doing the slurp, jangle, and she did all the sound effects and she did all the voices, and it was terrible. It was about as good as mine tend to be. But it was something. It was something that was like amusing and entertaining and had impact. Possibly the impact it had was laughing at it, but nonetheless it had impact. Whereas this one is just, I'm the narrator. I'm using my narration voice. I'm going to be talking like a character in a moment. I'm using my character voice. You may think it's the same as my narration voice, but it is. It's the same as my narration voice. So I don't know. Feels like he could have put a bit more oomph into making it seem a little bit sort of more, a bit more. And okay, one other thing that I think is a little bit cheeky at the moment, considering it's not out and for 3 weeks, the fact that it's already got DLC listed on the store does make you sort of go, I see. Now, granted, the DLC appears to just be vanity items, possibly some of them crossing over with the game Nier, if you know the game Nier. Nier. Might be Nier more than Nier, but I don't know. But nonetheless, it is still sort of like, hey, we've not released the game yet. Do you want the DLC? No, I don't. Fuck you. And I know it's standard practice nowadays to do that, but it's still sort of like, could at least list it a little bit later. Just at least make it seem like you're not a money-grabbing whore. But unfortunately, I fear you are exclusively a money-grabbing whore. But as I say, so it's a bit of a mixed bag, that one. The other two impressed me a lot. This one's a bit more of a mixed bag of, I really like the look of the game. Just some of the other surrounding elements are just a little bit. So yeah, it's that. It basically it's summed up with the words, yeah. Anyway, what we shall do again. I think it's pretty much. I'll tell you what we'll do. So actually, what we'll do several things. Yes, we'll do several things. Now, what we'll do is we'll pop that into the interim slideshow, and then we'll pop that there as a reference. But because it's on the slideshow, what we can do is perhaps make it a bit bigger. Transform. I don't know if I necessarily want it to go full screen. So maybe something like that sized, and then maybe in the middle here, center on screen, maybe a bit bigger. Basically, I'm going to try and make it sort of so that it takes up most of the screen, but not overlapping the chat. Essentially, yeah, that should do nicely. But yeah, we'll do it in this way because here you can tonight you have the choice of Mr. Can't Sleep Must Paint.
This is so cute. What, the X-Wing or me? Thank you. Woo-hoo.
I don't believe I just did that.
I can't believe he just did that either. I missed that bit the first time round, but yeah, don't ever. Oh no, oh no, he's disappointed me now. No, he's disappointed me now. Award-winning, but disappointed me now because come on, don't do that. Don't do ooh-oohs. Nobody needs an ooh-ooh. Anyway, and also, that's for your painting needs for tonight, but there should also be, theoretically...
3 different versions. Only one of them had link though, so only one of them registered on my radar. LOL. Fuck me. Also, that skirt is not doing her any favours. At all.
I disagree. I think the skirts is probably doing a magnificent
Don't you
favours.
dare. Oh no,
Well,
what have I
it's doing
done?
me
What?
magnificent favours, but that's not the point. No, he lost. How long is that clip?
Nobody clip that, please. I don't need to be...
The dulcet tones of a man who knows it's about to be clipped. Nobody clip that. It's going to be clipped. And there we go. I can do it again. I can do Mr. Can't Sleep again.
No more piss for you. You can go to bed thirsty.
Okay. It's a hell of a clip. A hell of a clip. And I tell you what, just for good measure. Oh, that's... I mean, technically that works because it is a thing, but it's not the shout-out thing. So it doesn't work.
So we're probably going to play games this evening. Oh, you have to... Shh, don't tell him. What's an ooh? Is it...
Oh, God.
Wait. Is it that? Wait, I can't...
Oh, I can't believe we've double oohed.
Is it that?
Unbelievable.
That.
There's so many possible clips, and we've double oohed. My God. And welcome, Oni. I fear you have come in right at the end, so there's very little stream left. But you're nonetheless welcome and hello. And you've hit 600 Isaac achievements. How many left? How many left? I do need to put the stream away, but for now we will inquire how many achievements is it left? How many are required? Because 600 is a lot of achievements. Or is 600 the top number? Because if 600 is the top number, well done, you've finally done it. You have finally reached your ultimate form. It's like Fry in Futurama with the coffee, where it's like sort of, I think it's like between 75 and 99 coffees, he was like fucked completely, and then at 100 coffees, da, 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 he was a magnificent beast of... yes, unfortunately it is the tail end of the stream. But were you sort of 599, you were like a wreck of a man. Oh, I can't go on. No. Oh, God, why is there so many achievements? And then finally it rolled over to 600 and it was like, ding, ding, ding. I have reached the Nirvana plane. Oh, 634. Darn. That's a silly number. It's a silly number. They should have made it a round number. If they weren't going to do 600, they should have at least put in the effort to make 66 more and make it 700. But 634, so few left. So few left. Getting pretty close, but still a few characters left to finish. The shitty ones. Now, see, that I'm led to believe that's where you've gone wrong. Because what you need to do, you need to get through all the shitty ones first, so that then you're enjoying... you're quite right, it should be. Considering it's Isaac, it should be 666. Although I get the impression that was a mistranslation and 666 isn't actually the name of the number of the beast, it's something different. It's something like 667 or something daft. I don't know for certain, but I think that was a thing from a while back. It was actually a mistranslation that the number of the beast was 666. But I might be mistaken. Also, it's commonly held that the number of the beast is 666, so that would be absolutely perfect for the Isaac games to do 666 achievements. So yeah, they missed a trick there, especially since they were so close. If they only had like 400 achievements, I could understand them not trying to get to 666. But the fact that they haven't, the fact that they've got 634, you'd have thought, guys, you're missing out on a trick here. Lads, come on, play the game.
Play the game, lads, play the game. No, they're too busy designing and building achievements to play their own game, I imagine. Anyway, that is going to be it. So I will say cheerio, and you've got your options for tonight, which is, of course, Mr. Caliber or Mr. Can't Sleep Must Paint. Just anti-playstyle. Blue baby. Ooh, blue baby. Bam, ba-dam. Oh, blue baby. Bam, ba-dam. Oh, blue baby. Bam, ba-dam. In fairness, actually, it would seem from the rest of that sentence, ooh, blue baby does not go bam to bam because they have no bombs. T-Lost is hard. T-Laz is dumb and annoying. T-Jacob is a harder version of the worst normal character, I see. And Teeden rerolls her entire build on every hit of damage. Wow, that sounds awkward and obnoxious. Although possibly good as well? Because the problem with the idea of a random reroll of an entire build, you don't know what you're going to get. So it could be worse, could be better. That's. I mean, I've literally just defined random, haven't I? That's not exactly what I'd intended to do, but it very much was a scientific explanation as to what random is. Anyway, I will say cheerio. Do enjoy either Can't Sleep Must Paint or Malice Caliber this evening, or enjoy someone else if you really insist. But I would recommend Can't Sleep Must Paint or Malice Caliber. They are both good eggs, and you'll enjoy them thoroughly. Unless you're allergic to eggs, in which case, oh dear, they're not real eggs. You don't have to worry. Anyway, they're official now, definitively, and courteously. I don't know. Fuck off. And that fuck off was aimed at me more so than you. Cheerio.